Think there was a little while where I just kind of needed there not to be, like, I needed to be able to focus. Hi, live and drink, my friends. It's me, Grahu-Rubufo, learned Snapchat VTuber. I have my water here. I was gonna get a Snappy Cola, but then I got too into it. I'll do that at break. In a minute, I'm gonna connect to, I'm gonna turn this into a temporary server, and I'm gonna get on chat so that, let me see what, excuse me. It doesn't look like Ember is gonna be super quick to be here, actually. So why don't I go ahead and just, like, I'll join the gaming channel. Ba-ding. Oh, I didn't hear a noise. I wonder if Discord... I was doing some audio video stuff earlier. It is working, though. Okay. Okay. Never mind, it works. Whatever. I'll come back here. I'm gonna put up the little shield so that I'm not... so that it's slightly more difficult for people to drop in unexpectedly. There we go. Sometimes I end up flashing it anyway. At some point, I'm just gonna need to, like, protect myself better and put a server on it, or a password on it. But, like, you know, I've been able to get away with not doing it so far, so I've kind of kept that up. Since Doobh is visiting today, I am cleaning the place up a little bit, making it a bit more visitor friendly. Put these planks away. I'm of half a mind to start, like, an actual set of plank crates, but I don't know, I really like my log tower. Also, we're playing Vintage Story, and this is my solo world. You may have seen it, you might not have. It's pretty cool. I also love that graphic. It's very good. That one rude YouTuber really gave us a lot of prime joke material. I could put a sign here. Might not be super noticeable. Oh, I could put it here. That makes it a lot more visible. Yeah, that seems right. I'll make this black. So up the stairs goes to the rooftop garden. I'm not sure what I'm calling that. Orchard, maybe? I think that that's going to be a dedicated, like, orchard and berry farm. And then right over here is the charcoal kiln. It's just very narrow and tall. That'll work. There we go. So I've marked teal oaks. I can get more specific if I like actually get closer to those locations, because it's like, yeah. All right, I'm gonna put these arms down so that I can use the controllers comfortably. Yeah. Wow. Hello, everybody. Greetings. Thank you all for coming to hang out with me. The Doobh will be a buy-in time, but it's still, I'm still aiming for like kind of a more low-key, chill stream type experience than some group ones are. So yeah, I'm having a kind of a sluggish day. I'm not thinking super good, but playing vintage stories exactly my speed. Use it up. Oh, started eating them. Not necessary. Yeah, it's doing that thing where it's gonna want to collapse them because they're different ages. Excuse you. Off, please. Off, 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 off. Hang on a second. Why are you doing that? Are there 2 copies of Anti-Micro open? Is what I am wondering. Actually, why don't I just quit and restart? That might make it easier. Oh, the cranberry wine is ready. Look at that. Now it's going to be fresh for 36.2 days, which is not a lot. It's still going to be fall then. It'd be more if we were playing like a longer game, but we're not. But that's okay. There will keep being more fruit. I almost forgot. Empty the bucket. I won't make that mistake again today. Probably. Juice. Could seal the black currants as well, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I finally finished drinking the extra cranberry juice. I guess I could just start drinking cranberry wine, but gotta be better things to do for my nutrition. Let's head. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:07. Let's go to bed. Go to bed. Let's just go to bed real quick. And let me go ahead and update some of my socials real quick to let you know that I'm streaming. Oh, after I eat. You're right, I was still muted. Grah! Oh, thank you for resubscribing, and I'll see you when you get on, dude. Waiting for it. I'm such a creep. Oh boy. Sheeps. Looking from above like that. Thank you, Galerian. It also makes filling the feed bowls much easier. Who's smart? Too stressed to be milkable. Yeah, I know that feeling. Perhaps I should give up and come back with hay. That's the wrong one. Hey there. How's it going on, friendly bat? Going to the shore. Let me just circle it. Just hanging around. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been a kind of like rainy, dreary day, so I've been sleepy. One of those days where you just don't get up to much. Just not entirely true. We've gotten some stuff done. But I do feel sleepy. Hello. Hey there, puppy. How you doing? Are you asking to be let on the porch? No, you just came in to look at me? You know what this noise means. I'm streaming. Just because you... Okay, yeah, just ignore me. That's fine. The dog. Yeah? You gonna sit down after all? Okay, I'm gonna put you on dog cam, at least for now. It's Megabit. It's Megabit. There you go, puppy. Good settle, buddy. Opie! It's so true. Should come back out here with a set of clippers. Actually, clippers and scythe are just like kind of the next chore I ought to be doing. So, here we go. Yeah, Megabit. He's that dog. A cute, cute guy. How things been going in Vintage Story? Really good, actually. I haven't had enough, like, animal fat, to upgrade my current windmill setup, but I do have both a Helva hammer and a mill. I just haven't made a ways to turn them off yet. You kind of have to break the assembly in order to do so. Just, you know, not optimal, but yeah, we're in a tropical area, so, like, it's hard to grow crops, especially, like, during the summer, but we have come up with a special arrangement involving planting a bunch of crops really high up. Excuse me. You're a very cute dog. But yeah, the next feature is going to be transmission and toggles, so that I can turn each individual part of the drive off. How we doing? Onions are almost grown. Oh, the turnips are starting to become fully grown. That's enough for a pie, I tell you what. Very nice. Very nice. Turnips. At last we have achieved maturnips. Okay, so it's fall. So we're not going to be planting the really warm weather crops anymore. I'm thinking flax, actually. Replace the turnips. This is relatively new terracotta, so, like, yeah, a decent amount of potassium already in the soil, and I can supplement it. Oh, look who's ready. Good, good. Well, we do need to make some more flat metal, so Perhaps I should come back up here with the right kind. Yes, I love that you can just occupy yourself with chores and errands. I really love that about it. Oh, okay, bye. The dog is done with my nonsense. I'm gonna make some turnip pies. And also a chicken pie. One singular chicken pie. So one. Yeah, look at me. So that's 4 pies. 4 pies sounds good. Let's get the 4 times, yeah. Oh, right, I don't... I have to make another worm that I can use by hand, or I could just run upstairs and use the one up there. Why not, right? Only there were a faster way to climb a ladder. Kind of elevating machine. Soup with soup. Love onion soup. It feels. No, I remembered now. I was like, why the hell did I come up here for this? Gonna swap out this salt for this flax. And because the quern is empty, it'll fall into this box. And I'll have flour. I should do it with limestone too. I need to build some pipe sections out of copper. Flour for bread. Flour for pies, yeah. Bread too, but pies in this case. Yes, indeed. Pies upon pies. Ah, pie. Indeed. Pies. How many do I want to do? That's nice. There's a lot more bismuth around here is the thing. What kind of pies are there? Well, probably there will be more eventually. However, for now, there is,
Doobh.
Ah! It's Doobh!
Now there is Doobh.
Now there is Doobh, it's true. You are a type of pie, as we all know.
What type of pie would I be?
A cutie pie!
Damn!
Oh!
You live a fucking own.
Get complimented, nerd.
You'd be some type of meat pie.
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like that's a snap jaw thing to want to be.
A real beef patty.
Yeah. Beefy snap jaw. Flex, flex, crush enemy skulls.
I'm constantly exercising my jaw, that's true. So yeah, it's time for you to log in to this world and create yourself an avatar.
Can you imagine, being an adventurer, you see a snapjaw going, that doesn't look too bad, and they open their mouth, and you see the six-pack on the roof of their mouth?
Oh, I hate that. That's, yeah. Yeah, it's good, but I hate it.
Yeah, you gotta accept what the double-muscled mutation means. Is it the same, web address?
Yeah, it should be exactly the same.
Okay, cool. Minimum amount of work.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
You do.
And I did see the coordinates you left behind.
Yeah, that one will get you to the mountain home. And from there, I've written some stuff on signs.
Alright, let's get a character here. I said I was gonna be a Groblin if I ever joined your server, so.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you're gonna go for a more greenish tint?
More of a brownish tint, I think.
Viable, viable.
Let's see.
While that's cooking, let me see about the flour. I see your distant name tag.
I'm busy making my Groblin.
You're busy making your way downtown.
Walking face.
Yeah.
Walking fast, faces past some homebound.
They're home Exactly.
There's no piano here, otherwise I'd be picking out right now.
You'd be driving it, yeah. You'd be driving that piano down the street. Did you ever see that old video somebody made? Grand Theft Auto? One of the Grand Theft Auto. One of the Grand Theft Auto. That's how it...
No. Yeah. Which one are you talking about?
Grand Theft Auto.
And then maybe I have, actually. That's ringing a bell all of a sudden.
It's a video, I think, of, like... So it's a person driving a grand piano through the streets in Grand Theft Auto, like, while that song plays dubbed over the video. There's not a whole lot to it, to be honest. But
that does sound...
It's
familiar.
It's old, though. Very old.
Let's see... Top raid... Side rolls? No.
I'll take that.
There we go. That looks kind of like ears.
Side rolls are fun, though.
Let's see, what's the shriekiest thing I can get?
Oh no, shrieky. Well, I guess it's okay if your avatar is shrieky.
Hold on, let's see. See if I can do something silly with the facial hair.
Good luck.
Nah.
That's okay.
Alright. Sounds good. Might as well be a malefactor. The big factor of mal.
A big factor of mouth.
Let's see. Oh, I think I could just see your base.
It is
Dang.
pretty high up and very well lit, so yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Fox redeemed another question for me. If I had to do something to get banned from library, what would it be? Fucking a librarian. Next question.
Nice.
Easy.
That does sound easy.
Well, depends on the librarian, I guess. Look, I'm into the bookish look. What can I say? Sorry, we should rephrase it to be more comical. Trying to fuck the librarian. Oh man, I can't see shit here, Captain.
Yeah.
I logged in the middle of the night.
I probably... Yeah, we could have timed it, I guess.
That's okay. It's a maze. I see your name in the distance. It is my beacon.
Yeah.
I am an orc. This is my burning eye of Sauron.
Beacon.
Ooh, I almost ran right into a fucking mine shaft.
Oh yeah, that can... Yeah. Oh, looks like you're getting close.
Yeah, I'm seeing light all of a sudden.
Good.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing literally your house.
Yay! You made it. You made it to
Hold on,
Mountain
let me-
Home.
Let me go get my look down here. Ow. Alright.
There you are. In your usual regalia.
That's what you're...
There's a guy right behind you. Get out of here. Stop dodging. That's rude. Okay, so...
punching this thing. I should have grabbed a hammer off the wall.
That's true. I mean, there's also weapons on the wall for what it's worth. There's a lot of different
hammer-
tools over here.
The hammer makes a point.
No, it
It
doesn't.
would make a point, yeah. Well, I mean, no, it would make a point.
Oh, I see
Wouldn't
what you're
have a
saying.
point.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Let me actually turn over what's on the... Because it's time to cast another anvil. But I'm doing this so that we can have more lanterns and you can take one away.
Okay.
Although I suppose you could take one of the ones that's currently mounted on, like,
No,
on a wall or
I
something.
want to look at your house in person rather than just like over twitch.tv.
No, that sounds good. Yeah. Take a look around. I added some signs to help, like, make it clear what the layout kind of is going for.
The thing I like about how you build your stuff is that you do kind of go with the flow.
Yes, I like to have inspirations from the location I'm building in. So yeah, this was a mountain pass. I literally carved through the side of a mountain and installed a house.
Because, I mean, as you definitely have gathered, I'm definitely design first, but then mold.
Yeah, that's valid.
That makes sense. So if something's in the way, it's not in the way, it's just part of the design.
Yeah, incorporate.
Unless
Yeah,
it's
we
literally like
kinda-
a muddy hole in the ground, then I'm generally less forgiving of that. I've seen plenty of sinkholes in my life. I got a second bed up here, and
Yeah, we got a
Well,
couple
yeah.
of extra stuff.
yeah, you definitely got enough windows in here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but don't you worry. I have the supplies for more.
Good.
I was about to go get the grain from the mill. Let me grab my lantern while that cools. I am about to head up to the chalet law.
Oh, well, I shall join you.
Yeah, come on up.
Chalet.
The chalet. The main farm is up there because, you know, it's hot. Takes a while because we are headed literally to the top of the mountain, which I'm very pleased with having done. I'll put some more lights in once the structure is more established.
If they ever add something like minecarts in, that'd be pretty nice use of them.
Knife 5, I just realized that I never told you what pies there are. Yeah, so there's berry pies, which can be made from any of the berries in the game. There's meat pies, which can be made from red meat or poultry. There's vegetable pies, which can be made from most vegetables, but not mushrooms, which sucks. So we have a working hell of a hammer. We have a working mill. I haven't yet installed switches to turn them off because I didn't have enough animal fat. Here's the garden. Oh, hey, look! The other mature nips are mature.
See, what is the temperature up here? It is 3 degrees.
Right?
Celsius up here. Not bad.
Not bad for a tropical area.
And you didn't have to go that high up, honestly. I mean, you're still high up. It just...
Yeah.
I felt like you would have to go higher.
Well, you know, like, the thing about a direct vertical climb is that it really kind of elides the amount of space you're covering.
True, true. I mean...
Not elides, belies.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Yes. Alright, so... Wait, no, I was heading back down, but I need to go over to the millstone, the quarry. I'll make an actual floor here, which will make this process a little bit easier, I think. Are you all done?
I'm glad I know what a hell of a hammer is. I thought you were doing a thing, that's why I went back up.
Oh, yeah, no,
that's
I'm hanging out by the mill.
Little peridotite.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a fair bit of olivine to get here. And I may, like, you know, in accordance with trying to work with the, like, topology of the area, I might give the, this section of the chalet, like, green windows specifically.
I like it.
Thank you. I'm just waiting for, Oh, it's so slow. Oh, God, it's so slow. This is actually just convincing me that I need to make just another torn that I can operate by hand downstairs. Thank you very much, you know? You know?
Oh, I thought a bit more about, like, what I would do to change, like, things in this game.
Uh-huh.
Like, character stuff. I thought of a good one
Yeah.
for Clockmaker.
Oh? What is it?
I would call it Delicate Touch. They do less damage with melee weapons, but they consume less durability.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, no, that's a good way of doing it. It's a good compromise.
I like it when there's like a mix of benefits. I know that's not a thing everyone likes. I heard someone who literally complained about that sort of mechanic the other day, but I really like the little good, little bad.
Yeah, that's valid. Right. I was gonna get out a food.
If I wanted to be real slick with it, I could perhaps make it so it also works for tools.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by my inventory.
I was thinking like a 20%, or I would have to go compare because 20% is just like a stab in the dark of what feels balanced.
Right.
Damage nerfed, and like half of that for like a tool use bonus. So overall more negative, but like thing is about durability is it saves you a lot of time, so I gotta be real conservative.
Want some of the wine bucket?
Yes, I do.
Great.
Does it just right click to drink?
Yeah, just right click. Oh! It looks very funny.
Yeah, I was kind of laughing watching you do it. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on there?
Especially because you raise it to your mouth and then spit up a bunch of juice. Oh, and now we're
Wait,
both like kind of swerving around.
It's okay. How do I put this down about dumping it?
Crouch and then left or right click. Don't hit shift. Or I'm sorry, don't hit sprint is what I meant to say. Do hit crouch.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of reversed things, so I have to take a guess here. Let me go.
You were crouching, so you should be able to just like do your alt
my
click.
crouch and sprint, but I've noticed some confusions.
Oh.
So I'm just making sure.
Gotcha.
It is good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna guess. No. Yep. Yep. Okay. I got it backwards.
Okay.
Pretend I drink all that wine.
Okay, I will. No problem. Honestly, a full barrel of wine is actually kind of hard to get through. It's my experience.
I like you got little paintings going on and stuff here. Let's see, you got shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You priority task fine iron. Oh, I can help with that.
Excellent. That's definitely one of the big ones, because we have yet to find a big, like, any kind of substantial iron deposit.
Alright, the bronze pickaxe. Where's a survey tool? Because that's the most important one. Let me see.
There should be... There's one right here.
Oh, I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, this one's pristine. There's also some weapons and other things that you can grab. Oh, and also there's a tremendous amount of leather in here. Make yourself some backpacks. Our
Yes,
leather
where's the
production
leather
is kind of unreal. Right here.
Unreal Tournament or
Like the original Unreal, you know, for PC,
Ooh.
for like 486s.
Original was pretty cool.
You know, right? Not what I meant to do.
There we go. Big backpack.
Excellent. I am going to make another
That's
core.
right. I'm waiting on a lantern before I blast off again.
That's right. That's right. We can get that started in earnest right now.
Let's see.
So like.
Knife. Is there a knife in here? I'm just gonna
A knife? Oh, there's a knife over here. Leaning up here. Is a bismuth bronze knife. Oh yeah, mind the hot metal.
I'm glad I chose this voice. That did reflect pain rather accurately.
Yeah, it really does sound distressed. Alright,
where's Pie? I must defeat it with this knife.
Oh, let me bring one out.
I mean, if I remind myself of Beaker from the Muppets, then that's pretty good.
Yeah. Eyes.
Thank you.
Oh, crawlers are immune to the oubliette trap. Regular drifters fall in. You guys don't. That's fine. Let's see.
You've been turned sideways.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Not sure how that even works.
Here, come here.
So I'm gonna start heating up these ingots near the Helpa hammer so that we can go smashy smash.
I'm just following you because I like
Cool.
just kind of seeing everything, seeing your process there.
Oh,
Pretend
yeah.
I'm like a film crew.
I'm planning on making the chalet a little bit more self-sufficient ultimately. You You know, like by building a chalet, maybe like an actual like something you would call a chalet,
Oh,
rather
have,
than
have you heard of the,
what?
have you heard of the tunnel lady?
No.
So I guess she started during COVID, but she started building a tunnel under her house. And I guess
Uh-huh.
she's an engineer, or at least she's like trying to do it properly with like supports and like concrete,
Uh-huh.
like fill-ins and stuff with like sheet metal.
Okay.
And she's just building a tunnel. Go
Dang.
where? Who knows?
I really thought you were leading up to some sort of like spoonerism or
No.
homonym or something.
No, it's
Dang.
literally just her building a tunnel, and someone commented on Twitter of like, wait, she's still building
That's
the tunnel,
wild.
and someone's like, God forbid women have hobbies.
I mean, that's a
But
cool hobby. That's a cool thing to do.
she's not being a total idiot about it. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not really a tunnel building expert.
Oh, Doobh is a bit quiet. Okay, I'll fix it.
It's not like she's doing a Grover House thing. I think Grover Tunnel.
There, that should be better.
I'm so glad I know what a hell of a hammer is now.
Yeah?
This has truly enhanced my life, just knowing what this
it's-
very important tool is called.
It's in hell enhanced it. I might as well
There's like
put the flower back in the thing though.
There's a big one in Baldur's Gate 3, and I saw it. I'm like, yeah, they're calling it something cool, but that's just a big hell of a hammer,
Nice.
and that's still cool.
It's true. It is. It is cool. Elva Hammer is a cool name. Yeah, I'm gonna put some like peridot type brick supports in, and then like, you know, I might do a wooden floor for the lower area. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh no, the pairing nobody ever wanted. Baldur's Grover House, I think.
Yeah. Truly an adventure in construction.
All right, let's make some flat guys. The great thing is that because the hammer's right here and the farm's right there, I take the finished plate and I throw it directly in the irrigation water. This is fine. Crops.
They need their
It has
need
what
their
crops
nutrition.
crave.
Electrolytes.
Yep. Bismuthinite.
And this game is just so good.
It's so cool.
Like looking out over like the landscape here.
I think I can expand one more time on this rotor. And I could easily install another one just like facing the other way. Or side by side or above it, I don't know. Easily
clearance on this side.
expandable. I went with an approach where I tried to deliberately take up a lot of space. And it's so far working out for me pretty good.
Yeah, it's a habit I need to get into for
Mhm.
literally any game, is
Oh.
giving myself ample room to expand and not overplan things.
Yeah, everybody's got their own little bugbear.
Mm-hmm. I did kill my need for symmetry though.
That's
It
good
doesn't need to be
because
symmetrical. It
most-
just needs to
yeah.
look good.
few games actually support symmetry.
I'm just awfully tired of having to eyeball
Right.
symmetry all the time and
Yeah.
embrace a little chaos.
Embrace non-symmetrical emphasis.
And like, there's ugly asymmetry out there,
True.
and there's attractive asymmetry, just as like there's attractive symmetry and unattractive symmetry.
Also true.
Like, I feel like unattractive symmetry is where it's just a little off.
Yeah, it looks like you went for symmetry and missed.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
there we
that-
go.
that's the
First
thing that
one's
drives
done.
people crazy. See, that's bismuth bronze. Look how cubic it looks.
Yeah.
Schlorm.
There you could go. There's a nice bismuth plate for you.
Alright, let's go remember how to put a lantern together.
Do you have the quartz or glass on you? You either use a glass slab or pieces of clear quartz.
Okay, so I'm seeing I need a plate. Hold on. We're making
A candle. There's actually a candle right over here that we can use.
Okay, good. And then I need the quartz. Yeah, I never grabbed the quartz. Thank you. Nom nom
You
nom.
betcha.
Nom nom nom.
The quartz, the clear quartz is in in the mining box, the forge storage.
Okay. Doot. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I will eventually get to doing a solo run of this, a Vintage Story. I have too many other games to play.
I understand. Like, I wouldn't accept that it's my comfort game, and like, it's very comfortable for me to just play it by myself. So,
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like the way I see it is whatever gets you streaming and whatnot.
yeah, exactly. And this is that game for me.
I see. Okay. This is Forge Storage, right? No, that's Forge Storage.
Forge storage. I think that's one. That one should be labeled.
Yep, and there's the clear quartz. Boop. Gave me 2 candles, by the way.
Oh, right.
And there it is. Thank you very much. I should call
You're
you Charlie.
welcome. Yes, excellent. Charlie.
I'll put this candle down somewhere more surprising.
Thanks for coming by, Pat.
Alright,
I'll
am
get
now
some
going
rest,
to
don't you
survey.
worry.
Wait, did I grab a tin bronze pickaxe? No, I meant to grab the survey pick. There we go. Alright. Off to
You'll
surveying
probably want
I
both,
go.
right? Did you make
Yeah,
yourself
I-
backpacks?
Oh yeah, I did. I have a
Cool.
black bronze pickaxe. I just didn't want like 2 of them because I'm not like planning extraction. Right now I'm just searching.
I gotcha.
I don't expect to find it.
It's also very trivial for us to make a mining bag now. Whereas
Sure.
it would have been a real pain before. Oh, and to answer your question, Monte Crisply, you can't peel things out of molds early, since you don't like break the mold to get it out. However, when you are making iron out of a bloomery, after you knock off all the crud, the bar will still be hot and you can then forge it directly. But with cast ingots, unfortunately, you cannot do that.
Nice thing about settling in the forest, tons of mushrooms growing nearby.
Yeah, this is a very, very mushroom-rich area.
Alright, I'm gonna go outside the forest to search because it'll be a little easier. Though I am a malefactor, so it'll be a little less problematic running into wolves.
Right, you're not gonna piss him off as fast.
Yeah, I mean, I've made eye contact with a wolf and slowly backed off plenty of times on malefactor.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice superpower. Oh, I'm hungry.
A malefactor is unpleasant to look at, and animals wish to not acknowledge you unless they really have to.
Oh no, a human is trying to sneak. How cringe.
Let's see. Pop you.
Eat mechanics are cool and fun. Yeah. And they get
Very
really intense when when it's time to like make when it's time to make steel, because like you have to do so many elaborate things to keep it at the right heat for long enough for it to carbonize.
Okay, so found very poor magnetite to the south of your base.
Immediately to the south? How far?
About, if I were to mark the coordinates, which I did, minus 90, 115, 139. So I'm gonna go check around this area, see if I can get a higher concentration.
Cool.
Basically, as soon as the forest breaks away into a plane is where I started checking.
Got it.
I'm determined to make the triangulation work.
It would be nice to know somebody who has that nailed down. As I do not.
The hard part is when you actually get to find the individual nodes. And you're like just missing it by a few blocks every time. I wish that was a little more directional.
Yeah, that can be tough. That can be tough.
Like, instead of like it being a full sphere, I'd rather it be like a half sphere. Or a cone even. So I can kind of direct it a bit. Let's go hop up in the hills here because I see exposed rock. Ba-ba-da-ba-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Nope, that wasn't far enough away. This is... Or it's not. Let's see, ultra high swallerite.
We're pretty good on zinc. I mean, like, we're approaching the point where we could use more, but we're not there.
You're in like a kind of a bronze mother lode because I see like Africa right here.
Yeah, this is kind of a bronze mother lode.
Okay, still getting very poor magnetite. I'm gonna try going west.
One of the things is that if we if we manage to make it to another biome, perhaps we will have different luck. I found a landmass across the ocean to the north, like directly to the north of the northernmost peninsula of this continent, is a place where there is gold, and I brought a little back.
Gold.
Yeah, gold in them thar hills.
Brings up the old-timey prospector and me hearing about gold.
Yeah. As well it should.
Hey, lobster mushrooms. I always love seeing lobster mushrooms.
Me too.
Good dude.
We've got them right outside the back door. It's great.
Kids complaining they're hungry, go outside, eat a lobster mushroom.
Eat a lobster mushroom. Quit whining. In my day, I spawned in a temperate forest. All I had to eat were horsetail flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can eat those too.
No. You can't.
I like that though. It adds to the full bullshit fiction adults tell.
Yeah.
Alright, so to the west, it gets worse. As in, I don't see any magnetite out here, so we'll go east instead. Ultra high native copper, though.
Well, that's good. We are getting to the point where we're gonna need more of that stuff.
Well, I did find a couple copper nugget piles, so and I did
Nice.
mark them. So all else fails, I can go ahead and... Yeah, it's one of the ones I marked already. Okay. All else fails, I can bring some copper back.
Two more lanterns.
Out of
First of
curiosity,
many.
checking a handbook. Let's see. Okay, you can find magnetite and andesite, chalk, conglomerate, claystone, slate. Appears the best places to find it is either in slate or andesite. And this is a pretty andesite heavy area, it looks like.
It is very andesite heavy.
Like, mostly I'm seeing like how viable it is to narrow down a location using surveying.
Okay. I think that's a good plan.
Because I suspect it's viable, but I'm going to be scientific about this and actually put that to the test. Well, somewhat scientific because I'm not using a large test group, I'm just using my own experience.
Yeah. But that's all the rigor needed.
Yeah, really. I mean, if I can do it, good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for me. Oh, redwood's lovely.
Turnip pie.
Turn up the volume. Turn up the pie.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Went basically due east. Let's go south a little bit. Find some exposed rock. I still remember that first iron hole I found in one of our first rolls together.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, like
And
that was like
so unexpected.
absurdly accessible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still like incredibly temporally unstable though around it.
Oh, yes.
I guess iron has that effect. Who knew?
No.
I mean, they're one of the more stable
Oh,
elements in, you know, the universe. Stars don't tend to fuse iron unless it's like a supernova explosion.
but sometimes that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. But not exactly burning iron as fuel.
No.
I just kind of like that
Yeah.
aspect of iron is like not even stars are fusing this.
Only the bravest stars.
Yeah, the ones that explode.
That's bravery
No
for
one,
ya.
no one will call me a coward. The star says as it hits the detonate button.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Every day. Oh, I've charred it. Oops. That's
Oh, hey,
fine.
look, I found even more terrapreta for you.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I found a significant patch of terrapreta. Looks like Jesus.
Dang, that's cool. We could perhaps expand the farm. There's no camera. Oh, boots a megabit. Thank you.
That's what you should
Oh,
do.
you're
Tell
gonna get
Megabit
going?
there's
Okay. Yeah, shut him in here if he causes you trouble, but try to no-sell it and he might be okay. I made a turnip pie. Yeah, Boots' mom is going to escape, so the dog is like if he gets worked up enough, he will literally try to stop people from leaving.
Oh damn.
Like trying to force his way in front of you. It's that. He has separation anxiety. And you know, I'm sure that COVID didn't help. But yeah, you know, Boots' mom has to escape because, you know, activities.
Got Boots' mom things to do.
Got Boots' mom things to do.
I see. What I thought you were saying before you informed me was that like just tell him the camera's not on, and you'll hang out on his sit.
I like that idea.
Okay, just one more sample. How about you? Alright, minuscule amount of magnetite. Ooh.
Yeah, that's... I mean, like, some of that just might be because magnetite tends to be pretty deep. I have no
Could
idea
be.
how the surveys work in terms of coverage. Sadly.
I presumed there's no vertical limit, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, puppy.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know. Come on. There you go, buddy.
uh,
I'm gonna put dog cam back on, okay? I'm also gonna close the porch door because it is kind of wet out there.
alright, let me go between these 2 points and do a search then.
Hang on.
If I find a
You're a
convenient
cute
cave
dog,
entrance,
puppy.
though.
Cute dog.
Oh, she's away.
I'm here.
If I find a convenient cave entrance, I'll take a poke around to see if I can get deeper and
Okay.
do a deep survey.
Good luck.
I mean, I have a lantern, I have food.
Yeah,
And,
we should be fine. Now that
yeah,
we have the hell of a hammer, like ramping up our defensive and like exploratory capabilities has become substantially easier.
It's not
Just
far enough away.
instantly.
It's a problem solver, that hell of a hammer.
Oh, it sure is. I can make more turnip pies.
Okay, so this is like a whole like line of like very poor magnetite. Let me go
I don't-
north. I'll have to take a bit.
I don't know if it's actually pronounced that way. It's Helve. Helvehammer is what, you know, like I kind of assumed it was something like that. But I don't know for sure.
No, that's actually what the font's named after. It's the Helvetica hammer.
I like that. He's made with flax. I don't remember. I think it was flax.
Flax of life.
The flax of life. How's that spelt?
What's what spell?
What? Right, you ask.
Oh, you got me. You got me. Oh, I've been got.
Gotten. Yeah.
That should be the Dark Souls font. Got him.
Yeah, it should. Lamau got him. Oh,
Congrats to you,
that
Dark
pie.
Souls perverts, though, with AC6 being out.
Oh yeah. From Software has done the thing, and now they can go back to doing the other thing. Okay, I've made a few
They've always had
shards.
a narrow band of games they have made and stuck to. It's good to see that they're making all of them. Maybe we'll get another King's Field at this rate. Alright, so somehow this is even weaker amount of magnetite.
Ooh. That's annoying.
Right. East again, but like a little bit more in the forest. Oh yeah, this place is like lousy of zinc and tin.
You love to hear it.
And I know like some really good copper zones too. Checking all.
Yeah, I found a couple of good copper deposits that I haven't like taken the time to tap into yet.
So we're looking for. Oh, hey wolf. Hold on. Here wolves. Okay. We're looking for post Bronze Age stuff. We're looking for our iron sources, particularly magnetite, because that's the iron ore that's been detected at all in this area.
When Derma was streaming the cooking sim, and he developed a strategy of pre-making a lot of beetroot soup and just placing a lot of plates on the ground with it. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna claim not to have some of those vibes.
Hey, if it works.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it enhances the beetroot soup flavor.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that
Ooh.
thing. You ever think of that?
Bald cypress.
Yeah, we got a bunch of bald cypress around here. Redwood, too.
Bald cypress, real pretty.
Yes, I agree. It is the palest wood in the game, as far as I can tell.
Ah, okay, yeah, because it definitely stands out. I actually had to stop and go, hey, what's this? This looks cool.
It's good stuff. Like, birch has the white bark, but it's actually a fair bit darker on the inside.
It looks like I found a hole to crawl into. It was made for me.
Love to crawl into a hole.
Let's see. Okay, very poor magnetite still. The 0.3 is the best I found. But again, I haven't begun to fully search.
I should have begun to search. Yeah, there's like, I've explored a decent direction to like the northeast especially, and to the north. Continent has another one kind of connected to it by a land bridge on the eastern edge. And I'm kind of wondering about what's going on over there. I think that might even be limestone. Of course, we've got limestone over here too, but
found a shitload more bismuth.
I love shitloads.
You don't need more bismuth right now, right?
I mean, I'm not going to turn it down, but we don't have a need for it, no.
Yeah, I'm staying focused this time.
I respect that. Did I
I'm
put
here
the...
for Iron.
Ron, am here for.
Alright. Let's deal with this.
Just channeling Ron. Where did the... What did I do with the crucible? Where did it go? I had a crucible, and now it's gone. It's like just like Silent Hill. How did Silent Hill? What was my crime?
Oh, about to die.
Oh. That's annoying. Well, inventory drop is not turned on, so you'll get to keep your lantern.
Alright, let's do some clever sealing. Yeah, they're not giving me time to survey, so I will make time.
Make that time.
I'm making time and make space. The system works. Well, if one hits me with a rock, it'll be a hell of a throw, and it'll be hard to be upset about it.
Yeah.
Alright, still 0.3% magnetite, damn. I am close to original survey spot though. Alright, have you surveyed directly underneath your house yet?
Yeah, there, last I checked, there's a pretty good amount of
Thank you,
bismuth.
sure. Very helpful, Drifter, thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see, where am I exactly? Still more south of you than I wanted, but...
Yeah, the regular spawn point is kind of southeast of the base.
I did find a random gear in the ground.
Nice.
I hear you, bees. That's the thing you tell kids to do if you're a bad uncle or aunt. If there's a bee and you don't want it nearby, just tell the bee boo, go boobies.
Boobies.
And then you have a bunch of kids shouting boobies at bees.
That's bad for multiple reasons.
Yep. Don't be like that uncle.
Okay. I'm gonna not do.
Cautionary tale.
Caution. This is a cautionary tale. Children are not a toy.
Not even a little bit of magnetite here.
That's rude.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do a range extension. Yeah, really no luck in iron, but I've been concentrating my search to see if this like little tiny bit here has a larger concentration.
That's valid.
'Cause that's how surveying works.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know how surveying works.
And you're just like triangulating resource nodes.
Right.
So basically, it's like if you compare enough hotspots together, you can figure out.
Yeah, that
where
makes
you're
sense.
most likely to hit it.
I've done map triangulation, just never for ore finding purposes. I don't know if you've ever played Miasmata, but there's a game that makes you triangulate in order to fill out your map, which is pretty neat. It's a pretty neat thing.
I do think that's pretty neat. There's another game that's in development right now, Stone Shard, and they're doing a thing for maps now. I need to look at it again to get the exact details, but where you can find old maps of the land that may not be accurate or may like
I like
misrepresent. Because like some of these cursed burial chambers you go to used to have a church built on top of them.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. So Stone Shard's a neat game, and it's gonna. And the biggest problem people seem to have right now, that's not gameplay related, is the fact that development takes a long time.
Oh yeah. Gamers hate that.
Yeah, it's super annoying. I also think gamers need to understand that, like, if they're earnestly creating something for their own edification, it's not gonna be for you.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, not everything has to be for you just because you can get it. Just because you can play a thing doesn't mean that it was written for you to play. It's, yeah.
A number of times I've seen a developer, diplomatically say multiplayer isn't part of the vision we have for this game.
Oh man, people really don't react to that very well.
Yeah, it's like, I also don't agree with the idea of, no one make this really fun multiplayer. I'm like, there's plenty of games where I see that go, no.
Yeah.
Actually, it would not. It would actually make the game worse.
Yeah, generally when I see that a game is, like, kind of designed with multiplayer in mind, I assume it's not designed with me in mind.
Yeah. Everything is about you.
I'm turning these turnip pies into burnip pies.
Well, I'm being chased by an incredibly persistent bear.
Nice. This is my way of saying that I'm burning them. Because I figure we will not eat them all.
Yeah, you're making your pies extra crunchy.
Yeah. Extra crunchy pies.
Name of my indie band. Okay, one more sample. Alright, andesite desert, what do you got?
Andesite desert. Wait, oh, are you at the one to the southwest of home?
West currently. Actually, no, that is southwest, yeah, because of...
There are definitely silver deposits in there. Which we don't, while we don't need them, are still pretty good to have. Like...
I might as well do a little tappa-tappa when I see the quartz.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there's a lot of spots where I detected traces of silver, which is really neat. Good opportunity.
Yeah, just quartz over at this one. I'll tappa-tappa over here, too.
Tappa. Someday we'll be able to make mushroom pie and it will be very good. I want to be able to make a mushroom and onion. Hey, that's what I really want. But I'd accept just mushroom. Grudging.
There's another game I am, well, taking a break from until they patch some of the annoying bugs out. Where because we were talking about molds earlier, how you can reuse them, but in that game, the molds you use once.
That makes, I mean, like, that's certainly an understandable and allowable design decision.
Yeah, well,
then
the way
it's,
resources... I think it's fine for the game because crafting is not the focus. Crafting is something they added, like, actually later on after release. I still feel like the game in general was released a bit too early. It's unexplored too, by the way, for people who are curious.
Yeah. I do want to play that at some point.
I would wait until they got another fix-it patch.
Fair
because
enough.
they released new content, and that's great that they're still doing that. However, they had summer vacation like right after it.
Oh, and it was kind of broken.
Yeah, I've had some particularly annoying issues.
That's too bad.
It's a good game, but it's a pretty complicated game.
Yeah.
Let's see, limonite is titanium. Okay, or no? Is it limonite or ilmenite?
I think that ilmenite is because there's both limonite and also ilmenite. I think.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
It's titanium.
Got it.
Don't need that.
Yeah, I don't think that's usable yet.
Yeah, perhaps one day.
Nickel is finally usable. You need it to make cupronickel, which is an element in a lot of advanced crafting, like Jonas's shit.
There's also electrum plating you can make too. I saw for some things.
That's fun.
It's fun that like gold's gonna maintain that niche of perhaps one day changing from that precious like bronze material to that precious electronics material. Yeah, I'm fully just expanding my search outside of the initial zone because I don't think we're getting much better than 0.3 over there.
I think that's true. I dug down to the mantle and didn't detect any iron.
Okay. Well, I'll take that as confirmation and don't get better down there.
Seems reasonable.
Because if it is spherically based for node searching, or for, sorry, like density searching,
Yeah.
then it would extend out the sphere a lot further if you were deep. So I feel like you'd be even more likely of finding it than I was.
Probably true.
The area of the sphere would be working with you more.
I'd love to get one of those these translocators working, but like, I have just had no luck on getting temporal gears.
I wonder if they're
Maybe I should
There's
sift some more
meant
bony
to be
dirt.
some stuff for it. All right, I'm seeing minuscule magnetite back out here again. Let's go see if I can
That's
get luckier.
something. Nope. Oh. I took it out for a second.
Oh, that's a fucking death hole if I've ever seen one.
Death hole!
Oh, I could have left that Terra Preta over at home. That's okay, I'll be back there eventually. I kind of like this like guest role here in your world because it's like I don't have any pressing tasks except the one in front of me, and that's pretty nice.
Uh-huh.
I got nothing else to worry about. You already did all the hard work. I'm just doing the
Yeah!
easiest.
I did the prep. The prep. I can
The
talk.
prep.
The prep.
Primpin'.
You know, the big primpin', yes.
Primpin' ain't easy.
Mm-mm.
Reminds me I need to maybe start reading more manga. I've been watching a lot of manga, not manga, a lot of anime of Flynn that like, you know, have like a single season but have a longer
Uh-huh.
written series. It makes me think I should read more in general.
I should also. Birdie gave Kay a book, which is Chuck Tinkle's horror novel.
Oh, you did a horror novel, really?
It would seem so, and
Interesting.
B seemed to like it. So.
All right, I am quite curious in that case. I had no idea. I mean, the dude writes a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if it's like gimmicky, like that's still a lot of work.
It sure is.
That's a practicing writer.
Yes, indeed.
In case anyone's doubting if Chuck Tingle can write a good book.
Yeah,
you
you probably should not. I can.
A lot of earth balls around here. Is it earth ball? Yeah, it's earth ball, not earth bell. Do not eat the earth ball. It tastes bad.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like ass and dirt. Alright. Gotta go do a little digging, I guess.
Sometimes you gotta dig.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Lantern.
Alright.
Ah, good. Bees propagated.
What the hell is this material? Ah, it's nickel.
Nickel.
Pentlandite. Pentlandite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not super useful to us yet, but it will be someday.
Alright, well, I'll just kind of mark. See, what kind of nickel is it? It is very poor. Still, though, if I wanted to search for it, I bet I could find more. I'll just mark it as regular nickel and not put a percentage on it. Nobody's gonna mark it unless I get a higher concentration. Or more precisely, mark it.
Super nickel bread. I can use this.
Pumpernickel, but I hardly know her.
I also know her very
Fuck off, bear.
well.
Been having a fucking time dealing with these bears here.
Yeah, they're tricky. Thanks.
Buddy, I'm gonna keep swimming away. I want you to think about your words and deeds, Mr. Bear. Nope, it is bear country, so I do expect to be politely mauled again real soon.
Not just bear country, it's country bear country.
Oh no, they have banjos. Who knows what other tools they've developed?
Worry about it and don't do it again. Did I make you watch that the Dolson Ideas YouTube poop?
I don't think I don't think you have.
Yeah, it's Dan
Zero
Olson.
traces of ore in this area. Okay.
Wow, that's impressive.
Minuscule amounts of cinnabar, though, at the same token, so I don't know if it's zero per se, but basically zero. Alright. This is like the peninsula to the southwest. It's kind of like almost like a star shape, this little landmass they have, at least what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A regular star.
Yeah, there's a bay there. To the southeast.
The irregular star sounds potentially like a Caves of Cud like NPC title.
It does, yeah. Oh cool, I can see the windmill from down.
It's like running into that specific Pateau flavored NPC, looking at his title and going, shit. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
serious. Okay, I got back the minuscule amounts of magnetite. That's something.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
I feel like there's magnetite somewhere in this continent in some decent quantity rather than like little scraps.
I hope so.
One of the things I think I really liked about Subnautica, and I didn't get to employ till my run through the sequel, is how camera drones work in that game.
Yeah.
And the scanning stations in general, just really good shit.
Scanning stations are a big deal, yeah.
Drone gameplay is fun.
Agreed. I also love that, like, a stalker might just kind of steal it. Be like, oh, a toy. I shall take this.
This is mine now. I like those Toofy boys.
Yeah, I do
The,
too. Stalkers, I don't know, it's hard not to... It's hard not to like them. They're just kind of, they're silly.
They're just like chomp.
Yeah. They're like a little threatening, but not that threatening.
Plus, you can use their teeth to make things.
That's true. It's good glass.
Minuscule amounts of silver, magnetite, and cinnabar. The fact that you're saying minuscule amounts of silver is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, it is.
This is south of that desert. I'm getting that. I'll make sure to, whenever I see a quartz, to do a little search.
Oh.
Might be fun, like, malefactor thing. I don't know, I might actually seriously, like, mod stuff in this.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it might be fun for a future playthrough to have maybe agreed upon, like, mod set for everyone.
Yeah,
It's kind of fun if, like, malefactor had one where they got less hungry, but could get less total nutrition.
I see what you're saying. Interesting. Yeah, that could work. Might be hard to balance, though.
It might be. It's something I can kind of actively do.
Right.
And it's been too long since I've done something like actually like creative where I really kind of want to now.
He is all of a sudden like just started playing Barony and now wants to do a mod for it.
Hey, if you ever want a multiplayer in Barony, just let me know.
Understood. I'm still kind of learning the ropes.
Yeah, I got down to one of the deeper areas, but can't remember how I tragically died, but it was pretty sudden. Unsurprisingly, I got overconfident.
Well, the game punishes you so fast and so hard. I don't know. Like it feels vindictive. But maybe I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
So it's structured a bit like an older video game, in that like it's a little more punishing and hard, but it's also just a shorter game in general.
Oh, right, okay. That makes sense.
Like
it did
once
remind
you
me a little bit of fucking God, what's it called? Eldritch? There was a first-person sort of stealth roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It was good.
Yeah, the library. Yeah, it's structured a lot like Eldritch, as in it's a shorter game that's pretty punishing, but once you like, know what you're doing, you can kind of get down to those lower levels more and more quickly.
Got it. Yeah, I'll get used to it. Oh, hey. Looks like we're gonna get stormed on.
Only a light one, thankfully.
Only a light one.
Alright, I'll start moseying back. Expose. Oh, I found the 0.3 again.
Interesting.
It's like a whole line of 0.3. It's so bizarre.
It is so weird.
It's like it's evenly distributed, like a thin line or something.
Maybe it is. Seems weird though.
Maybe it'll lead to a bigger node. Just taking a couple more samples for heading back. Okay, I'm finding a bigger concentration.
Oh, nice.
0.9.
That is higher. Where are you at?
I am... Coordinates are minus... hold on. Minus 71, 126, 980. Next to a little...
So not too far south of the Andesite Desert.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So my suspicion is that maybe I'm correct. Maybe following this kind of like thin line of it will lead me to a bigger concentration. I don't know how irons form though, so I couldn't like bullshit a geological explanation. How much breath
Those
do
are
I
both
got?
strong.
20. Good. I'm gonna check the bottom of this lake.
Love to check the bottom of a lake. I think I might not have left myself
about
any weak tannin.
Almost a heart-shaped lake, I would say.
That's not gonna cut it, but I can just make some right now.
Alright, 2.2%. Alright, yep.
Ooh,
Just
very
a little
nice.
further south of that. Alright, cool. I'm gonna head back to brace for the storm.
okay.
But I have found a lead.
Nice. Thank you for your work,
Mm-hmm.
Agent.
Oh, my work isn't done yet.
It's from over. Okay.
Putting on my, like, witch hunter hat with a little mining light on it.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's where the
Put some
buckle
of
would
this
be.
shit away.
Also, my hat is colored yellow to comply with OSHA standards.
Oh, good.
Like, if you're gonna witch hunt, you gotta follow the OSHA standards.
It's true.
Hunting heretics is no excuse for the irresponsible workplace.
That's right.
Countless witch hunters have lost their mind, you know, through improper, proper safety procedures on the job.
I do like the idea of like there being like a some sort of like witch hunters meeting, and then the inspector shows up. Like, hey everybody, all right, just keep doing what you're doing.
It's
And,
like, he's just
you
looking
know,
over at the
the
table.
preacher, yeah, the preacher's trying to like get the flock kicked up, but everybody just keeps looking back over at the regulations. Like every time the inspector scribbles in their clipboard, everybody kind of looks over. Like, stop looking at them.
Mumbling something about an unshielded heretical artifact. It's like insufficiently shielded.
Yeah.
Who witch hunters? The witch hunters. Me, the inspector.
Me, I do. Yeah.
I do like the idea though of like some like Warhammer ass like setting, just being like, yeah, we're kind of tired of these people losing their minds and becoming problems, and just burning people who aren't even witches. We're actually kind of sick of it.
Yes, I'm afraid the council has something to say about this.
Also, these inspectors are just the deadliest member of the church.
Yeah. That would make sense. Well, they gave him a gun, like a modern gun. It's just a semi-automatic pistol.
Just a Glock.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it would be more period to just give them like an M1911. Slightly less modern.
I mean, Warhammer witch hunters often have flintlocks.
Yeah, but that's
A brick.
different.
A brace of them with a saber in their other hand.
Big stretch.
A gun and sword combo is is something I've finally grown accustomed to and I've become into.
Nice. They can be fun.
Sometimes you want to sword someone and they're too far away to sword, so you shoot instead.
Uh-huh.
Solves that problem.
It does. You can hear the thunder. Decent amount of that. I haven't really made a panic room as such. I just either hide or I sleep. Generally, you know,
comes, I sleep.
kinda, yeah. I often hang out. I often hang out at the top of the mountain because, like, it's easy to just kind of be in a space that can't be reached because it's so high up and the surfaces aren't very big.
Oh, an angry bear.
But there's also the cellar. The cellar has food and drink.
Oh, I got reminded because I shared with some friends yesterday who don't play Stellaris, and I know you don't really either.
Yeah.
A mechanic that authoritarian empires have, where like they often get a bonus to like slavery stuff, like forcing their slaves to work more.
Right.
But how it doesn't apply to robots until you give them the gift of sapience.
Oh.
Tremendously fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. And gruesome.
I feel like it's kind of true to life in one way, though, where the cruelty is part of the point.
Yeah, it is. It makes sense.
Anyways, I am now home.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna put this food bits I got into your food bit storage.
Nice. That's not that way. It's through this door.
Okay. Oh, is this a cask of Amontillado I see over here?
Yeah, totally. Hang on, let me finish mixing this mortar.
I'm taking this pie out.
Oh yeah.
You hear a gunshot. Tango down.
Aye.
Alright, where are you keeping your dollar bills, aka gears?
I think I'm carrying the only one I currently have because I recently bought a bunch of halite. Thank you. Wow, doubled my money.
Yep, that's me. Got the golden touch.
Profitable. Do we want to try to wait until the imminent notification and then sleep? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm home, because I as much as I want to keep searching for notes, I also don't want to do that in a temple storm.
For real. So it's still approaching, but we have it's been a few minutes since then. I think that once we're through the storm, I'll take my break.
I was gonna do the same.
Good call.
We're both just filled with good ideas today.
Yes, it's true. I really like. So I turned on God rays and like turned up the draw distance so that I could, like, you know, see whether my rig can handle that, and it sort of seems like it can. And it looks so nice having like the light spill in through the windows. This game has really good lighting.
Maybe I should turn on the God rays then.
You can do it briefly. It's got a high cost that isn't necessarily worth it all of the time, but every once in a while it can make a nice tableau.
Oh, there we go.
The angle might not be ideal at this time of day, Although you'll still get it upstairs. Oh, there we go. If you get in closer, you can really kind of see it through the
look at
window.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
The more
That's
direct the
God
light, the
blinding
more it's
me.
going to produce. Yes, it's true. Oh yeah,
God.
that's our charcoal furnace. It's just
Thou hast
very.
blessed me of eyes. Thou
It's
hast,
very
thou
tall.
wilt take them away as thou wilst.
Oops. Make a bunch of walnut.
My vision of God is just the Ogloff comic version of God.
That's
Where he's just
reasonable.
an incredibly capricious being.
Yeah, I mean, like, if we're taking all the literature seriously, he provably is. Luxuries, furniture. Right, so... Big need temporal gears. What else do I need us to have?
Hello, I have a cat-type visitor.
Hello, Dolly Mommy. Welcome.
Hey, Chris.
Doobh and I are hanging out in my world.
I have
Waiting
a cat
for
in my
a-
lap now.
Nice. That's a good way to be.
I heard some stirring on the bed, and I look around and I see Chrissy just kind of slowly walking toward me.
Aww. That's cute.
She's been real meepy lately, and I think I solved why, because she wasn't getting enough love. So we're giving her more love.
You
and she's
gotta
been less
fix
meepy.
it.
Well, I thought she was being fussy about food, but no, she's just bad at asking for pets.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask for them in a way that, like, I'm readily understanding. As opposed to Carrie, who will, like, rub up against your leg and give you, like, the weirdest little lick. I'm getting used to it, but it is honestly
It's
like
cute.
a hair-raising lick.
Puppy, you're very cute. The dog is cute.
He's cute.
And yeah, everything's going all right. Very sleepy. Like potential good news for the household, but like also, you know, not trying to jinx it until everything is all set. Possible good news.
Potentiality.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, you do have a turnip spot. Oh, where do I put this dirt? This good dirt, this terra preta.
Oh, you can either put that in the blocks box or take it upstairs to the farming box.
Let me see if I can figure out which one's the block box.
It's labeled.
Let me look.
Yeah, it's this one over here. If there's no space for it, we can move things. This is... Oh! I didn't replace the sign. My bad. This is it.
That's okay. Oh, there is no space in here for it.
I'll grab the stone steps. And put those in the, like, furnishings
And where do you want
box
resin?
to sort later. Resin goes in the forage chest by my, like, that I'm standing in front of, but not opening.
Oh, okay.
Also,
The
here
lower
comes the storm.
Alright.
Oz.
I like this little corner bed. Are we just gonna sleep right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The storm. And now
Oh,
it's
the storm.
waning.
Goodbye,
And
storm.
it's gone, and it's night. Alright. And the rifts are
Your-
calm. So it should be a
That's-
pretty
Your
peaceful
time
evening.
dreams, that's it.
Yeah. Time dreams are the worst. So yeah, I'm gonna take a seat and take my break, and I will talk to you when I get back.
I will be breaking as well, so honk.
Time. Soon. Yeah, I know, puppy. Give me a second.
I am back, Graw, if you are. Ain't no holler back, Graw. Ain't no holler back, Graw. Yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit. The joys of playing Baldur's Gate 3 and discovering all my problems with D&D, but like in a new light, a better light. I say better because I'm honestly genuinely having fun with BG3. But I also was like really honed in how much difficulty I have with like 5e as a whole system. It's very limiting if you want to plan outside of its very particular outlines for how characters should work. That's a problem. It just genuinely hampers my creativity. Right, it's over here. But it is a system that actually feels a lot better, one, when you modify it to just be more mobile, add some verticality to it. Suddenly the martial classes feel a lot more fun when you can do things like massive fucking jumps, and then shoving a spellcaster or archer off of a high point, or bodily picking them up and throwing them. Yeah, that's why, like, I can't say that, like, I like D&D completely just without a big asterisk of, you know, when you completely, like, fuck around with it to make it more fun. No fault to anyone who currently enjoys the system. There's just a ton of other systems out there that I earnestly think are better for what D&D is trying to do. Like, if you want that particular D20 feel, Pathfinder 2 is right there. And gives you a lot more flexibility to make characters. Alright, time to head south. It's me, I got RPG opinions. It's strange. Maybe that's not strange. I need to stop saying I have strange taste, because I really don't. When I do a tabletop role-playing game, I like to emphasize role-playing. If I cannot feel like I adequately role-play my little Blorbo, well, or if I can't even make a good Blorbo, it completely kills my interest in the system. I can handle some pretty imperfect systems if I feel like I still made a character that was, like, really interesting. Like, Warhammer Fantasy, for example, I think is a pretty okay system. 4th edition, of course, the current edition. Because it was a situation where my characters kind of made herself through play. It's a game that super facilitates that, and it probably always has, given what I've heard about, you know, the system in general, because Warhammer Fantasy actually has a lot of stuff on, like, the culture people live in. Like, it is based on, like, you know, Imperial Germany. So there's a lot of source material to grab from that, but, like, the campaign book we're playing has, like, a lot of detail on, like, festivals and stuff, and that's really fucking cool. That's not something I ever get out of, like, a good, like, chunk of D&D. Like, the slowly building from, like, the ground up to accidentally bumping in the, you know, dangerous situations to doing it on purpose. Like, the adventurer's path, like, I feel like we've gotten it. But it's the Enemy Within campaign, which is, like, originally a 4-part campaign. I think now it's a 5-part. I went and bought it for my GM, NB, because Z is a very good GM. And a good player I hope to experience more of.
So what module are you talking about?
So this is Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition, Enemy Within, I believe.
I see.
Yeah. It's based off of the old 2nd edition mod. I mean, it's the same one, just modified for 4th edition play. They also have something, I don't know if it's actually called that, but my friends would call it the Grognard box. Basically, it's like, hey, if these are, like, old hats to, like, you know, the Warhammer, like, series and have played this campaign before, well, you have this box to mix things up. You just crack into it to change up things.
I see.
In different situations, they have different, like, ones set up for it. So if they're expecting something, you got tools to really mess with those expectations and prevent metagaming.
That's cool.
In a fun fashion.
Oh, where did the, like, main concentration of potential iron you found end up being? I want to check it out.
I'm still searching, but yeah, if you wanted to extend the search pattern,
sure.
At the bottom of the lake, -45, 1, 1112.
1112, you say?
Yeah, for the Y coordinate.
God. Okay, so, like, so that little, like, you know, phallic peninsula sticking down into the lake.
I guess it is phallic. I've been calling that the Heart Lake.
That's probably better.
Yeah, but now I can see the penis-C shape of that.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have said anything now that I think about it.
That's okay. I'm
So it
unaffected by
goes. So it goes.
It probably hurts you more than it hurts me.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
I can pretty readily shut off the part of my brain that's bothered by that. To really get me,
I'm not really that bothered, honestly. Like, it's only when, like, I suspect that it's getting to a point where somebody in my audience is gonna be bugged by it. But also, like, I don't know, that doesn't get there, obviously. That alone is fine. It's fine.
I tend to be the one who ups that stuff a lot more out of, like, all of us, I'm pretty sure. To do these group teams together, and even then I try to touch and go.
No, it's fine. By and large, it's fine. Awkward. I'm also, you know, being less proactively shirty about it. I don't know. There have been some conversations in, like, the CUD Discord about kind of the unconscious leeching of the sort of sex negative, like, Zoomer cultural spike. Kinda.
I feel like the sex negative spike has never actually left. Is kind of my hypothesis.
That's probably true. They were just hanging out, like, on Tumblr during the ban.
I mean, I have already flagged my stream for mature audiences, and specifically why mature audiences, you know, followed all, like, you know, Twitch's rules of that. And I know that if underage person really wanted to turn into my streams, I couldn't stop them unless they literally declared themselves underage. And why would they do that?
Why?
Because I am also obligated to, like, ban you if you tell me that.
It's true.
Like, I have to.
I'm 12 and what is this? Is a bannable offense. Even though it's just a meme.
Yeah, it's like, I can't not take it seriously. I'm not in a position.
Nada. Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Ripe onions.
And, like, I've worked with actual children before, too, so suddenly I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah! Yeah, same.
As a streamer.
I don't think I've worked with children as a streamer. I've worked with children as
not as a streamer.
Yeah.
Educator.
Right. Yeah, same.
It was actually mostly just yard duty and after school.
It was a theater summer camp.
Ooh, nice.
And then I did another that was just like kind of an arts summer camp, and I took the kids to, like, the pool and stuff. It was fine.
Okay, so not far southeast of that 2.2%, I got minuscule, so that means that...
Interesting.
Probably whatever we have here is a nice big, like, and lack of a better word at this point, a bulge of it.
Got it, yes. Well,
I'll be upset if it's underneath that particular landmass you mentioned. I'll be very upset.
I'm headed toward the peninsula.
You know what? That's funny again.
Oh boy. I mean, no, but at the same time, like, you know.
No, I find it amusing. It's
pushing it.
For me.
Just pushing it. Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to do that on Twitch at the Peninsula.
Oh yeah. Hey, Janice 2 Rock.
I do also follow the Twitch rule of like, you know, if the game has, like, nudity in it, then I'm going to show it. I'm not going to censor it. I'm not going to go on the way for it.
Yeah, that's
a lot
fine.
of people have been very cautious with Fear and Hunger.
I would be cautious about Fear and Hunger.
One of the people I follow simply just played it through without any of the censorship mods, and he's never got dinged. And he's been dinged for, like, stupid things before, so I think it's probably fine.
It's probably
fine. Twitch will give you people a warning about it, and so far it's not entered the list because it's valid media.
That's true.
Maybe a little like extreme, I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of risque, like, all things considered, like, especially the first game.
It's risque, but, like, I wouldn't call it licentious for the most part.
The first game, I would say, is. The first game has some really kind of prurient scenes if you lose a battle to a guard, for instance.
I'm not surprised that people stream Fear and Hunger Mouse of War, because there's a ton of horror fans out there, and you know, you got like Silent Hill 2 fans especially are not going to be
Totally.
afraid of a little penis.
No, they are not. No, they are not. The second game, I think, really doesn't, like, you know, it's got gore, it's got violence, it's got nudity, but I feel like it's much more dialed, like, back. It's not as
I think
pornographic about it.
I think it's better for it.
I agree with that. Green
I feel like
Spire Cypress.
I feel like the author really kind of is coming to a better stride with the series as a whole. And I hope, like, they're not done developing 2 as well, because they're making more of the characters playable.
That's right. That's right.
So finally you get to have the overpowered August playthrough, maybe, eventually.
Oh. I got some Green Spire Cypress seeds.
So,
I've
like,
never had that before.
the fact that Marina is not only a character in that game, but also, like, literally a cover character.
Yeah, Marina's
So
awesome.
happy.
I really like her. She is definitely one of the better trans portrayals in modern games.
And the writing for her is really on point.
It is. I agree.
When you're not playing as her and getting her interactive, I'm like, yeah,
She's
yeah,
such
this feels like bullshit, I would say.
she is a snarky teen. A snarky teen who can cast magic.
She
It
does,
has-
yeah,
Yeah.
she's that kind of shit. She knows about Aquarius, and she knows exactly how she can hurt you with it.
Yes. Shucks.
I think the other girl too you can't play as, who's kind of stalking her. I think she's also trans. Is my suspicion.
I think you're
could be wrong.
probably right about that. It's not spelled out, but like her moon scorched form being dysmorphia is definitely a push in that direction, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so that bottom of the lake is the best spot I've seen so far. I have been combing around the lake a bit here and there, and it just gets worse.
So
Go
bottom
outside.
bottom of the lake.
Bottom of the hard lake, yeah.
Got it.
I mean, I guess this is kind of more of an anatomically correct shaped heart in some regards.
Yeah, kinda. It's
So,
got
you know what?
it's
I'm
got
feeling
more
better and
defined
better about this game.
chambers. Yeah. I think Heart Lake is in fact a good name for it. A good serviceable name.
I mean, isn't that how like most names for like stuff comes around? It's just someone comes up with a name, but it sticks because it's appropriate.
That is how it works, yeah. Almost always. Well,
So
okay,
never
with
be
some exceptions. Hello there,
never
White
be
Bloom.
afraid to just name
Hi.
your characters, your Blorbos, if you will.
Blorbos.
I just learned what Blorbo meant pretty recently, and
Oh,
I'm
really?
so amused by it.
Yeah.
It's such a funny way to say OC, where I'm like, you know, I like this better in OC because this is actually like a word and not a shorthand.
Well, and also a Blorbo can be a character you didn't make. It doesn't like it can be either your OC or someone else's character that you feel strongly about. It can kind of span a little bit of Kinney space as well as fanfic space.
Well, it's like playing Baldur's Gate 3, you kind of have like the really good like gamut of character names. You know, on the edge of your side, you have a character literally named Shadowheart, and then on the other side, you have a guy named Will. Spelled with a Y, but
Will.
it's just Will.
Will.
And a Gale. You know, just normal names. But then you have like Carlac and Lizelle, and it's like
right.
In fact, all the girls are the ones with the wild names in that one. I just realized.
I think it's good to have a lot of. Is this Bright Shoal? Oh no, you took a wrong turn. This is the Thin World, but that's only because I'm kind of a 2D cartoon. Live 2D, if you will.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, we're streaming through the Thin World. Straight to your homes.
I am not playing my game of Origin, however. So I can understand your confusion. Oh!
What?
I'm surprised I didn't die. I just
What
plummeted nearly to my death.
Oh, did you find a free space?
I critically failed at crouching as I went to look down the side of this pit.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, that's inconvenient. I'm really close to Heart Lake. Maybe I can find my way through these caves. Although my injuries mean that I will probably get killed by a drifter. Let's find out.
This is like a fucking journal I find.
Right? Like, no Jasper.
Let's see, search. That's right, still no Jasper. I
Still no
think about that
Jasper.
every time I find stones in a wall. So now I know the current money making strats in like CUD. I'm way less obsessed with it because you'll get plenty of it later if you're patient.
It's true. And yeah, I'm not dead, and I'm going to do with that as much as I can manage. I'm building myself a shitty little ramp here. And I'm gonna carve it under the lake and see if I live.
Okay, so that's the 2.2 right there. That goes back to 1.1, not too far away. Oh, it definitely feels like, just given how concentrated this node is, we're probably gonna find some iron down here.
Good.
Because, like, it's just... The fact of getting that percentage, but, like, in a very, like, specific kind of, like, circle is super good. Okay, so this does work. It just works better once you have the resources to, like, glance around. Alright, minuscule over here.
I like the idea of being juiced by a coffin. That's a fun little glitch.
Little trap you set up in one of the fucking healing tanks in CUD. This is actually a blender.
Oh yeah. If you are pina coladas.
What was the joke I was making about Luke Skywalker in a Bacta tank? You don't actually have to wear the big diapers. They just joked at him that he had to, and he did. They always do that to the new guys.
Yeah.
In the Bacta tank.
Everybody's got diaper pics.
Kind of a rite of passage for all the pilots.
Yeah. Where do I think the homogenized convalescence comes from? Wow! I daren't speculate.
You gotta... Man, I hate those little cloney fucking robot bastards too. It feels like such a violation of me.
Yeah, it's... Well, yeah, it totally is.
I say as I slap a tier 8 merchant with another fucking sample of cloning.
Yeah. Oh, hey! I found some tin. Like, literally, I just ran into some tin. I guess I can't turn down a... I guess...
Unintentional.
Alright, I guess.
Huh?
Yeah. Accidental tin. Well, I'll just mark it and come back later.
Sometimes I feel like we're just a Statler and Waldorf kind of situation.
Maybe. One could do worse.
I mean, at least they're fun old men. I mean, they're up there. They got that seat for a reason. They're supposed to roast Kermit.
It's true. Funnel, man! What liquid are you pouring through us? No!
Oh god, what was I listening to the other day? Which streamer is talking about this Jesus? Or if like someone says they say they hate Kermit the Frog, they have to explain that. They have to explain why they hate Kermit the Frog. That's not
oh yeah.
Kind of leave.
No, that is
No,
that's not acceptable.
Otherwise, it's a red flag.
It is a red flag. It's a red flag even with an explanation in many cases, I bet.
Yeah.
Isn't tin a really good find? Yeah. It is, but we're good on it.
Is Kermit too good of a guy and makes you feel insecure? You know, that's the question I would ask.
That's probably it. Yes, tin is a very good find for what it's worth. It's just that we already have some, and I'm on my way to try to find a better metal.
Okay, 2.6. I am
Ostensibly.
slowly narrowing
Reporting
this
them
down.
from the id freehold. Oh, envy. I want to live
Sitting
there.
on your starfish chair.
Starm chair.
Storm chair, that's right.
It's called a starm chair.
I need to steal one of those in my Snapchat
Gold!
playthrough if I ever get back to that.
There's gold down here.
Oh, you found gold? Shit, yes.
Native gold and quartz medium amounts. That's wild.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
And considering the amount of like silver you have nearby too, that's a lot of
Yeah,
black bronze.
we're good on black bronze for a little while, I think. Yeah, this is a wealthy area. This is starting your dwarves in a world that's has plenty amounts of ore.
Okay, one more sample. One more sample. Alright, decent magnetite, 2.4%.
Ooh, where's that?
Right just northwest of the previous location I gave you.
I see.
So, and what was this one up here?
I'm sort of locked in here until I get killed or something.
And it was decent mag at 2.6 just to west of where I currently am. Okay. So let's go a little bit more west here. There is already like a mine shaft pretty nearby, so I might not have to dig through the gravel and deal with like water seepage. Oh, that lady digging a tunnel, by the way, she actually has had to arrange a sump pump because she had to break through a aquifer layer, it looks like.
Oh, wow. She's doing Dwarf Fortress for real.
Yeah, I didn't even know what a sump pump was until I looked at that and went, oh, I could probably do that in Dwarf Fortress.
Kinda.
Kinda,
You can
yeah.
you can make a screw pump, you know, and those can certainly help. Although really my man, like the way that I tend to handle the aquifer is just to like
wall.
yeah, just like find the top layer of it and expand as much as possible, put up walls. And then I can just slowly widen all of the layers.
Okay, it's 2.1. Oh boy, I'm actually excited. I think
boy.
I'm finding the concentration.
Nice, nice. I might not actually get to where I'm going, but where I've been is already good to have found.
This is the adventure you've been on.
Alright, and Cinnabar. And Golden Course. This is huge! This is actually a very, very nice area, it seems like.
Okay, pour magnetite, 1.8. Okay, we'll go north this time. I'll need to go and scavenge for food after clears up a bit.
Yeah.
The water's keeping me safe right now.
To the bone. Oh, I see. I see, we were, It's memeful in the chat. It is memeful in the chat. Alright. I keep thinking that I'm gonna, like, hear drifter noises or something. I'm down pretty deep now. But it doesn't seem like I've been near any caverns.
No big holes. Just
No
little
big holes. Really, really good deposits, but for all I know, they're solid. Also, there's still Cinnabar somewhere here, which is cool.
Is Cinnabar used for anything yet?
You can write with it.
Man, I feel like there's better writing utensils in Cinnabar.
Yeah, no, you cannot make tools. It would just be to have it, mostly.
It's like fucking playing a RimWorld and someone's coming at you with a knife made of uranium.
I believe you can dye things with it, too. A knife made of uranium sounds like a pretty bad idea. Oh, I'm glad that you're back after after a year. Thank you very much for visiting, friend McGee.
Oh, they gotta be a friend of that name.
Mm-hmm. Just buy a coffin, yeah, I mean, that'll happen. Well, I do now hear drifters, so there might be a cavern near here. A lot of them. I wonder if there's a bell nearby.
Fuck, there's a mod I should see if it exists or not for Caves of Cud. I want to see if there's a mod that lets me tinker on boulders. So I can
Tinker on boulders?
Well, so I can carry a supply of large boulders of suspenders.
Oh, I see.
Just for shits and giggles.
That would be very silly.
I always love showing people watching me play just how powerful those rocks are.
They're ridiculous.
The best weapon in the game. I'm not exaggerating. Alright, pour magnetite 1% over here. Okay, so I think I found the center of it, but I need to go get some food before I dive down any further.
Oh boy. So yeah, I'm facing there's basically kind of a dam of high-level drifters here. And I'm trying to see if I can wear them down or pick them out. Or pick them off. Luckily, I made a very small opening, so they keep hitting one another and getting into fights.
Haha.
Yeah, basically. But there are some nightmare drifters in there, so I need to be a little bit careful. Because they could probably one-shot me easily.
Yeah, those are ones with the fucking Falcon Punch, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, but also, like, Falcon Punch aside, I've only got, like, 7 notches of health left. Oh, yep, okay. Oh, boy. Well...
Oh. Hey, look at this, more Terra Preta.
It worked. I'm home. Oops.
Aha! I found more Terra Preta.
Wonderful.
Next time I'm back at Grahu HQ.
This is a strong argument to greatly expand the mountain farm.
The only sad thing about like living in a warmer climate is that you have like no reason to ever build a greenhouse.
That's true. I mean, I could conceivably still want to because, you know, near the end of fall it'll probably be too cold. But like, I don't know.
True.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of reason to build a greenhouse. Alright, so I brought some cassiterite elm. I can always go back and mine more of it from that location. Oh! I put the crucible in the box! That
Another
was
fucking 27 Terra Preta, Jesus.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's after like the 31 I found earlier.
We were looking for iron, White
Yes.
Plume. That was our current quest.
Wait, is that Chatter's name literally a White Bloom? Because that's kind of appropriate.
White Plume.
Oh, Plume. Okay.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm going to smelt down some bismuth bronze to make a fresh anvil, so we have one up here and one down there. Oh, hey. More onion.
I feel like in COD, you often
Uh-huh.
don't need to salt your food ever because it's probably plenty
Everything's salty.
already.
Yeah. It's already salted.
The fact that you consciously add a pinch of salt is a decision. Even the apples be salty.
Mm-hmm. Salt apples. Oh, hey, one of our things of garbage has turned.
God, that reminds me too much of the meat apple from Golden Light. What an uncomfortable term.
Golden Light is interesting.
I need to play more of that, maybe for Octoberween this year.
I do have bees. They're right out here. This is
World
my
of Horror is
little
leaving early
floating
access
apiary.
this October.
What is?
World of Horror.
Oh, cool. Man, I've
Yeah,
been watching the development of that game for years.
Yeah, the developer disappeared for a year because apparently shit was happening in their personal life, but they're
Yeah,
back. Hopefully things are resolved.
I hope so too.
And also in people who are braver than I am, the Cube World developer is back on Twitter developing more Cube World.
Mm.
Godspeed.
I'm not really familiar with Cube World actually.
It was a game that, so you hear, this is just my take on events, but it was a voxel-based kind of open world RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
That got absurdly popular based on like the year it got some hype at.
Right.
And the hype, I think, got too much for the developer, it looks like. And they sort of disappeared for a while, then released a really not so great 1.0.
Right. That sounds very No Man's Sky-ish.
A bit. I think there was some overhyping. Like, I don't think they're entirely blameless, but the attention got like way too much in it because I think it's just literally him and his wife as developers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's valid.
It got a lot of hate for it because, you know, honestly, 1.0 wasn't good. Like, I'm not gonna blow smoke up his ass to say it was good. It was actually worse, I think, than the early access.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But you know how gamers are.
Yes, I do.
You
Sadly, I do.
Yeah, took personal offense to it, and they didn't even fucking wait, like, to hang around beyond a couple of, like, basic fix patches.
Right.
Before leaving for a while, but now they're posting again, showing more stuff they're working on, and Godspeed.
Yeah.
Coming
Here's hoping.
back to that game after all that attention and everything. I can't help but like root for Wule.
Yeah.
They're making something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ultimately what I love to support. Oh, it is fucking opening up outside all of a sudden. It's raining here in Louisville.
I see. It was raining earlier here in the greater Boston area, but then it stopped.
Yeah, it feels less like a rain and more like someone took a cloud and wrung it out.
Gotcha.
Anyways, if you hear a toot in the distance, that's me
Hey,
starving to
Vincent.
death.
Oh, that's regrettable.
Please, I need food.
I got a bucket of wine for you. Come try this bucket of wine.
It's gonna be like that scene in Beer Fest where he tries to drink himself out of the vat.
Do I have any mods installed? No, this is vanilla.
We might do mods next time we start a new world.
Yeah.
Because I want to do some class alchemy.
Alchemy.
Try to make, I don't know. I don't want to call it fixed. It's more along the lines of personal preference tweaking. I would not be so bold as to name my like class adjustment mod class fixes.
It's valid.
Because that just every time I've seen those, like when browsing for mods, I fucking hate that. Unless you're literally fixing bugs, I don't want to see that.
It's pretty presumptuous. There's a mod for dragons. I can believe that.
Running through, just squeezing spelt directly off the plant into my mouth.
That's a funny mental image.
When I illustrate like verbally like eating food, I try to capture that Scooby-Doo and Shaggy sort of feel.
Yeah, totally.
Like it's clearly unrealistic how to eat that stuff, but it's done with such gusto. It is a gusto that I admire. There's been a little brain stretching exercise I do before streams when I'm thinking of it, where like I'll just do a range of like emotions. You know, like think of things that make me mad, think of things that make me sad, think of things that make me happy in different ways. Do a little mix, you know, kind of some basic acting kind of stuff.
I'm not really keeping track of what we're talking about.
No, I just had an energy drink, so I'm kind of bouncing off.
I understand. It's okay. I'm just like I'm having a sleepy day, so I'm not following things very well.
Yeah,
like,
let me point my brain more effectively.
This conversation went somewhere, and I did not go with it.
No, I picked up the whole conversation and ran away with it over my head.
Sometimes it's like that.
Which is how I imagine Snapjaws steal things. They'll like run to see something they like and pick it up over their heads so everyone can see them stealing it and run away.
Oh yeah, that's the classic. That's the classic. You can only do that if you feel very confident, though.
Yeah, I feel like since like banditry is kind of core to a lot of Snapjaw cultures.
True.
You know, it's like it's a sign of strength for showing off.
Right. Yeah, it's a pride thing.
It's sort of like in a sense of like trash talking. Like if you're gonna play the ass, you better be prepared to play the fool on occasion too.
Oh.
So if you fail while playing the ass, you have to appreciate that. As that was a risk factor this whole time. And I had Lemmy, you know, the comedian, explain why he trash talks. Is basically that of like it's funny, therefore it's cool if I called it and win, but it's also really funny if I called it and lost.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
It's being clownish.
Yes.
A thing that I've heard Germa referred to as a clown, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That is pretty accurate. I think that you could describe Germa as a clown.
And I've talked to people who studied clowns, and being a clown is vulnerability.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah, one of Kay's family friends is a professional clown and mime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect.
He's very good.
You know,
very good at what he do.
I make jokes about clowns a lot, but I honestly love clowns.
Oh, you clearly love clowns. No, nobody in this world is going to question whether or not you love clowns. Obviously you do.
Yeah, I feel like I deprive myself by kind of buying into the clown hate, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like clown hate and clown love can be properly married and appreciated both at the same time. I think you can both love and hate clowns without really contradicting yourself.
Well, also like, I mean, I think ambivalence is really fun in general.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about the ocean. Like, the ocean scares the ever-loving hell out of me, but I also love it, and it's so cool.
I mean, I can't swim very well. Look, space beings, you think we'd float, but...
Well, you're not used to having physical stuff to push your limbs against, are you?
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, there you go.
Weird and still perfectly natural, but man, I wish I could say it was unnatural, so that I could condemn it
Yeah.
more effectively.
I'm gonna make some more jam.
Oh, I forgot to put those seeds upstairs. Oh well.
Yeah, it can be easy to forget. That's part of why I have those baskets by the door there. I just need to put this down now. Baskets.
It's something at a childcare place I've seen. I don't know where it goes box.
It's important to have one. It's also important to check it every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it helps if you have executive dysfunction. You would just have a place to put something when you can't, like, think
Yes.
of where it goes right now.
Yeah,
To help you sort
it's-
through the thing you are focusing on.
Of course, sometimes you end up just running into issues where it's like, there simply isn't enough room for everything to exist peaceably. Which is part of why I've enjoyed kind of spreading my wings a little bit and building out.
Spreading your wings is a very accurate metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think if you put my character here into a barrel of weak tannin and a barrel of strong tannin, do you think I'd get stronger, more durable?
Just more leathery. Yeah, I know. You'd get a great tan. You'd have great tannin.
Is that what a tannin booth is?
Yes, it is. They just spray you with like the concentrated dried black tea.
Oh God, I almost did it. The thing I was trying not to do.
What, cousin?
I found shiitake.
Oh, nice.
But I
Those
almost
are always
said, and
welcome.
now I can say it now that I'm not gonna do an accent. I almost said, oh shit, shiitake. And when I saw it, mentally said to myself,
Oh,
don't do it, and then I started to do it.
That's how it gets you.
Yeah. Look, it's exciting when I see a mushroom I actually recognize.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if any of these mushrooms are fictional or whether they're all actual mushrooms.
I wonder as well. I should...
Like, are there really
maybe-
that many different types of milk cap?
Probably.
Okay, fair enough. I would believe it.
I mean, there's a ton of mushroom varieties out there. It's not something a lot of people engage with because the rule of thumb is you see a mushroom, don't even, like, touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it. It will kill you.
You don't know how poisonous this mushroom is.
Assume very.
Because,
Mushroom.
maybe a lot of them aren't, but, but there's a chance that one that really is there. And it's dangerous enough where you have to make that assumption.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you can't tell if it's a coral snake or a milk snake, just don't interact with it, period.
Mm-hmm.
Though if it's a wild snake, you probably shouldn't be interacting with it.
Where I grew up, there were a lot of garter snakes, and you can certainly tell those from other snakes.
Oh yeah, garters are
And
fun.
they are harmless.
They're little noodles, and they're fun to watch. I mean, most of the time I've seen one is because it's racing through the brush away from me.
Yeah, they're adorable. Tiny, tiny, tiny.
I like snakes.
Snacks are good.
There is a type of lizard Lynn introduced me to called a tegu.
Oh, I've heard
They're
of those.
Yeah, they're like pretty big lizards, and they're very dog-like in their behavior. They're actually pretty sociable. And they're just a big, friendly, slow-mannered, lizard.
They sound nice. Sorry, puppy. I'm just I'll be right back.
Yep, you gotta do hot grass stuff. Linny, my girlfriend, one of my girlfriends, she's been introducing me to a lot of cool specific animals I haven't heard of before.
I think that probably in like 20 minutes I should go give this dog his evening accommodations, his evening routines.
Well, I am heading into potentially the Iron Zone right now.
Oh boy, Iron Zone. Get in the zone.
Hey, Fjordy.
Yordi LaGeorge?
Fjordy McFord.
Oh.
One of my good friends.
Cool.
I think we met on Twitter or we met on Twitch, one or the other. One of
Right,
the
one of
TW
those.
sites.
Yeah.
But they're on my server now, my Discord server now too. So
Cool.
they are officially a friend.
Nice. Good to have those.
Starting to realize that BG3 is a very horny game.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna say anything because it's still new enough where I don't want to like spoil it for people. But yeah, I had a real moment where I had to put down the fucking mouse and keyboard and walk away for a second.
Because it was that horny? Damn.
It was surprising what just happened, to say
Wow.
the least. I was not ready for it. Welcome, mind you, just not ready for it. Hey, it's a game that lets me be a bard to the full extent of the law.
Delightful.
That's probably my favorite D&D class. They got variety.
Yeah, I mean, like, everybody I know kind of just identifies as Bard.
Yeah,
I,
it's kind of
grew up around
the people
theater
hang out with.
kids. And around theater kids, I shall stay.
I mean, my character in BG3 is based off of the character I never really got time to play on tabletop because the campaign ended prematurely. Named Tragedy, and she is like a capital A actress and playwright.
I see.
And kind of the natural leader of the group with her directing experience. Ah, it's Tenor. Damn, I was about to be really excited.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, that's the build Mara, one of my other partners, did as a Gloomstalker assassin, though she was a wood elf, I'm pretty sure, not a deep gnome. For when you want to we absolutely must shoot first.
It's like chicken. Would that be chicken of the woods? That one is pretty easy to identify.
Yeah, if it, goes buck at you.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, it's yellow-ish. It's a particular shape and texture.
Oh, I was deceived. I thought this would lead somewhere instead of just a watery hole.
Oh, watery hole.
Oh, yeah, the gnome stuff's very good gamut of tools. I won't get too deep in the building set. I want to, like, bore Gra here, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I try to make sure it's something we can both participate in, whatever.
Well, I do appreciate. I appreciate the effort.
Oh, we're co-hosting,
That's true.
I got it. It's part of my job as the co-host.
And maybe someday I will prioritize acquiring and also playing Baldur's Gate 3. I just haven't yet.
More
It looks like the kind of game I could enjoy, though.
It's Larian Studios, and their writing has been pretty on point.
Yeah, I get the impression that the writing is good, if not outstanding.
I'd say it veers between those two things. There's parts where it's not the best, but it's kind of like I would wait to see if they do like a definitive edition. which you will probably know if they will or won't a year after release officially. That's about how long it took them to do a definitive edition for Divinity Original Sin 2. And the third act does kind of fall apart in a few ways, not like significantly fall apart.
That's
but
a common
definitely...
trap.
Yeah, so that's something they'll probably tighten.
Yeah.
But hey, it's a good reminder, I guess, that like our main like RPG source back in the day, and it's relevant because it's Baldur's Gate, was like BioWare at one point.
It's true. It's true.
And
They
when's
were
the last
they
time-
were the narrative RPG company. There
And
weren't a
when's the
whole
last
lot of
time
other
we-
ones.
Yeah, when's the last time we've seen a good like BioWare narrative like RPG? And I mean like an outstanding one. Sorry, not just a good one.
Yeah. It's been a minute, actually.
So it's kind of like I feel like if their next game doesn't, the Dragon Age that they're working on doesn't like kind of like have a strong showing, that's kind of like it for them. There's no way they can keep up with the current narrative.
Yeah, I think they will
their games.
I think it's very likely that they'll be left behind if they're not able to like step up, I guess.
It's a shame because I'm
Yeah, it is.
I would say friends might be too strong a word for it, but I know one of the developers over there.
I've known a few. Never the way that I've known like, the indie devs like Caves of Cut, etc. But I for a little while I was friends with some BioWare super fans who hung out with some of the devs, so I just kind of followed them around for a little while until I meandered off.
Well, it's funny because like one of my usual GMs, Envy, Z lived up in Edmonton for a while, so they've actually been to a bar with Mark Muir. And stuff, because Edmonton's a city, but it's not that big of a city.
Right. I was gonna make another lantern, as I can.
Barely got an Act 2 due to juggling multiple playthroughs. Yeah, I'm kind of not letting myself start a second playthrough until I finish this one, and then it's like...
I would. I have to start over constantly.
Yeah, I'm that way too. That's why I'm trying not to allow myself to do it, because that's the way I never finish a game.
I understand.
I mean, it doesn't stop me from respecting my character a dozen times, but I have another CRPG I put money into that I want to finish, Wrath of the Righteous, which is not nearly as good of realization as the tabletop that BG3 is, but that's also probably not fair.
Yeah, that's a high bar. It's a high bar.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, I do agree that, like, it being the standard is a little bit of a problem. It being standout is fine. And I'm hoping that standoutness...
Are you talking about the Jim Stephanie Sterling?
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the article that inspired it, and shit like that. Like, I follow Xavier Nelson, so, while I didn't see the kerfuffle go down, I did eventually hear about it.
Oh, Fiordi, I don't know if there's any new games happening soon, but, like, we can offer tabletop groups on my server.
Gulls.
Next time one
do you
comes
hear
up.
those birds, puppy? The dog is going to check out the gull noises.
Soccer voice goal. I mean, I can tell you the ones I could personally might want to run Fiordi. I mean, I'm currently running a Blades game, so I don't want to run another Blades game for a while. The Root RPG, which is based in Apocalypse World, powered by the Apocalypse systems. I was thinking maybe running
Sorry. I completely just interrupted because I had a thought. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I might run a 4E game, but more likely a Pathfinder 2E game if I'm going to do something that, like, intensive. I tend to prefer more narrative stuff. But then there's also the Mothership RPG, which just finally got its full release, at least in PDF form.
I don't know that one.
It's a horror system based heavily off of Aliens.
Mm,
And all
that's
their
cool.
pre-made modules are absolutely fucking gorgeous.
That's awesome.
I don't. There are some weaknesses with the writing of like some of the core modules. I think they don't handle mental health well, at least in one of the ones I read. You know, could this planet make you go crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it, but I'm not going to make an objective statement on it other than I'm uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, games hasn't really figured out, like, both video games and also TTRPGs don't seem to do a great at writing, like, I guess you could say emotional damage in a way that isn't kind of inconsiderate. Look at those god
It's
rays.
also
That's
the
pretty.
equivocation of you know, actual traumatic stress versus like outside like influence, like alien influence, if you will.
Right.
Well, I have to chisel my way out, but I'm gonna
Chisel.
try to search for nodes. Chisel for not chisel. Damn it. Nope. Ending that. Okay, I did get a nearby quartz node, which might mean a cave area. I do hear running water in that direction, but that might literally just be the hole I popped down. Let's go toward it and see what happens. I've had anyone to play with since the 90s? Yeah, alright, I'll keep you in mind, because I was thinking about running a game more for my European players.
Cool.
So there's a couple of players that won't mix, so I gotta make sure that...
That's always a thing.
Yeah, well, I gotta... If I have to, I'm gonna have to explicitly say it. And I have a feeling it's not gonna go well necessarily, but there's really no way to handle that sort of thing unless I say it directly.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope so.
Ooh, some of the onions are starting to come ripe. Wait, Plume, I
hey,
understand. Finding a game is hard enough. Finding a game that actually starts is even harder.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of why K is starting really small scale.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, can I get this one game off the ground? If so, maybe I can start running more and bigger things. Because we'd love to run Monster of the Week. It's just that, like, we're not at the point where I feel, like, confident that we'll actually do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to follow through.
I burn out very easily.
Uh-huh.
I actually have someone guest jamming for the Blades game.
Oh, cool.
One of my other players. And then I have a character I can tag in, but it's also a system that works very well with that sort of turn-taking.
We used to run a lot of games. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly one-shots, and quite a few LARPs in addition to tabletop stuff. Usually not D&D, usually White Wolf or a homebrew system. The LARPs rarely had a system at all because they were theater style. It wasn't Boffer LARP. It was like stand around in a room and talk to one another and resolve conflicts, usually by handing cards to one another.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. A lot of theater style LARP doesn't have any combat in it, but those that do will often like give players truncated decks of specific cards that they can use to adjudicate things. Yeah, I hear you with them.
Let's see, Fjordy saying, used to mostly DM, everyone had already read all the adventure models, so I just improvised my own storylines, they couldn't metagame. You know, that's
Nice.
absolutely like a rule
Mm-hmm.
Envy, one of my friends has, is just don't read the adventure module, just don't.
Yeah, that's, I feel like when you're dealing with a player reading the adventure module in order to cheat, you have a problem with your gaming group. Right? Because, like, that feels to me like, okay, we as a social group need to come to terms with the fact that you are exhibiting weird behavior that is kind of antisocial.
I think for my particular group, it's never if the intent to cheat, it's more out of interest and what's going on. But unfortunately, it leads to kind of a similar conclusion.
Right.
Like like no one's like no one I play with has been like doing this stuff to be like, you know, get a leg up or whatever. It's just it's tempting because you're really invested in what's going on, especially if you're a good GM.
Yeah, I get it. I can understand that.
But like, I have a very good group of people I play with.
Finding that group is hard and good. Dude, I've done it for at least.
Alright, quartz up there. I mean, I am needle and haystacking here. Well, none of the books are actually yours. You're poor. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're poor, Look, this is my opinion on piracy. If you're too poor to afford a book anyway, they're literally not losing money.
Yeah. I don't know. I always like... That always just kind of reminds me of the like, Seth fans who would say about Caves of Cut, they'd be like, oh, we're gonna pirate your game. And we're like, okay, thanks for the advertising. It's like, we're an indie title. You're not hurting us by getting our name out there. Like, yes, you know, sales numbers are important, but we don't make enough that piracy is going to make a dent. We don't care. We give our game away all the time.
It's true. I mean, hell, I give away your game, but
yeah,
also I bought it.
Well, okay, that's not giving it away. That's gifting it.
Gifting it away. There we go.
But, like, literally, you know... If you're gonna pirate Caves of Cud, that's great. Another person is playing Caves of Cud who wasn't before. I'm not upset about that.
That's kind of the thing about, you know, the Cud developers, at least from my outsider perspective here, is that y'all actually care about the artistry.
We care a lot more about whether people play the game than whether we make money. Which is a bad business attitude, as Brian has pointed out on his Twitter. But, like, you know?
I personally cannot really internalize good business behavior because it always feels so icky to me.
I'm here to make art.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I'm here to make art.
And that's my impression for, like, streams, is if I make a good... because this is the time I express myself. If I'm making a good space for people, and making something that I feel personally like satisfied and like intentionally doing, intentionality is a very important part of it.
Hell yeah, it is.
Then that's what matters to me. I specifically do not look at my viewer numbers while I'm streaming, and I only check them every once in a while just to see roughly.
That's a good habit.
Because I do want to stay informed on like what days I had more people or not.
Like, and I want to be clear that, like, people who do keep a close eye on that stuff, you know, I do actually have respect for the folks who can do that in a healthy way.
Yeah, like, that's just not me.
No, me neither. Should I plant here?
Hey, oh, shit, I found a cave. Alright.
Let's just plant onions again, because I replaced the dirt, so it's not like I have to rotate the crops.
Is that a deep drifter? Alright, come here, buddy.
Good luck.
He's waiting in water. Buddy. Hey, you smacked me. Fuck you.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
Just, like, slap me with his hand.
I know.
Right across the jaw. How dare you? Gotta get swacked.
Challenge. I'm gonna go get some limestone to put in the quern.
Alright. I'm gonna duck away for just a brief second here.
Okay, I'll entertain your audience. Hello, Doobh's audience. It's me, Grahu-Rubufo, learned Snapjaw VTuber. Did you know that, let's see. Did you know that the Svardim in Caves of Cud were... Shoot, no, the Slinth. Let's talk about the Slinth. The Slinth were originally created in a short story by Mark Popham called In Erd, I think. In Yurd, that's what it is. Y-U-R-D. So yeah, it's a good short story, inspired by Caves of Cud, not explicitly set there, but the idea of having a like plant biped creature was first come up with by Mark, and then I asked his permission to put it in the game, and then we did. And then Jason was like, "Did you get it in writing?" And I'm like, "Oops!" And they rushed to get the permission in writing. I'm not good at business, dude. Yes, you can make armor in this game, but it's really not like... It's not very cost efficient to do so in the early game, because like you have to pour a lot of resources into armor. Armor is very expensive. What?
Makes you move a bit more slowly, and
yeah, it makes you
more hungry.
Makes you hungrier.
Because burn a lot of calories.
We'll end up having armor hanging out on a dress mannequin in the not too distant future, because like, you know, we have a decent upcoming flax crop, and if I expand the farm, it'll get even bigger. Since we've got the long years going on, I think I have time to grow another crop of flax before winter hits. We have 30-day months, so it's an extra slow. Usually the months are 9 days, just to give context to non-vintage story players. But we have them 30, so this world in particular is slow. And let me tell you, it's fun. It's like, when time just doesn't really matter nearly as much, you can do some really fun stuff.
I guess there's like an opposite mode you can do for a server if you're fucking crazy, where you boost up your movement speed to max and just like have the months. And up your hunger speed too.
Every month is just 3 days.
But everything you do is also turbo speed.
Yes, absolutely. That would be so goofy.
It sounds like a fun,
wow,
charity event.
It does. Yeah, it kind of does.
Speed survival.
Does Snapjaw respond to kindness with gratitude? Well, depends on the Snapjaw. Some of us are merely gratuitous. Ah, yes, the flow of time. Yes, you can make makeshift wooden armor. That was added recently, I think, in the last few updates. Let me ask the handbook. Improvised body armor is made with firewood and grass. Wild. What's really interesting about the improvised body armor is that it has no penalties. It's kind of like...
Really?
Yeah, it's protection tier 0, so most things can punch through it very easily. It's basically no protection whatsoever from a deep drifter or more dangerous, but like, you know, it'll help you hunt. Binted. Oh, hey, whoa, head pet. They're coming in hard and fast here. Wait a minute, where's... Yeah. I need to resummon the disembodied hand, excuse me. Not sure what happened there. But sometimes you just have to resummon. As with many, familiars. There we go. There you are. Hello, disembodied hand. You're a little bit too big. Thank you. Alright.
It's like you casting the mage hand spell and thought, what if this is a familiar instead?
I'm a little surprised that is not more well-trod ground than it is. Because, like, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, just kind of natural, right? Like a floating hand.
I find
It's
with,
alive?
I'm not sure, I can't remember how 5e does familiars anymore, but, like, I know Pathfinder, it's pretty just, Pathfinder 2 anyway, it's pretty open. Because the familiars
That's
have
cool.
familiar stats. But there's specific familiars they advertise that like you can get at a certain point if you want to. There's pre-builts, but otherwise you just have a lot of flexibility in what it is.
To go a little bit further on the armor thing, the first like viable armor that we are likely to be able to make is Gambison, which is made out of linen. Like it's just layers and layers of stacked stiff linen, and it's actually pretty decent armor. The disadvantage is that it cannot be repaired, as far as I can tell, and it does actually have the standard armor penalties of like making you hungrier and like walks slower. Oh right, it makes healing less effective. Oh wait a minute. Oh, you have to craft it. Okay, you can repair it. But it's not the same. It's not the same.
Golden quartz.
What'd you find?
Apparently found native golden quartz.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I detected some of that near the lake as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm chilling in some weird directions here around the lake, so... Well, under the lake still.
You know, I never thought to make a Gambison in Cataclysm. It's wild because, like, you know, I've been a master tailor before, I just never really looked through the recipes. I think I might have to do that.
Yamson's really solid. Historically speaking, leather armor wasn't really much of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Apparently,
you can
like,
have it, though.
Yeah, you can have it. It just apparently wasn't really a thing until, like, World War I, they had Kerboli. But otherwise,
no.
like, it's like, that padded linen is just hard to beat.
Yeah. Leather is the base in this game for most of the metal armors that you can make. So you make a base of leather armor, and then you add chain or plate or lamellae or scales. I don't think I've ever seen anybody make scale mail because it seems the most labor intensive for the like relatively least amount of protection. Because like chain is labor intensive, but it's not like it's worth it because chain armor is really good. I play Cataclysm. Do I stream it? I rarely stream it, but yes, I do stream it sometimes. I used to do 101 streams. Hey, further reading? Welcome! Welcome, friends! Thanks for raiding me! Are you all vintage players? Or enjoyers, at least? I love this game so much. And so does Doobh, who is on the call with me.
Yep, I am currently trying to see if I can suss out that native gold.
Nice. Yeah, White Plume, I'll try to make a point to do a Cataclysm stream. I tend to stream bright nights rather than dark days because I really don't like the wait mechanic in dark days, and that's kind of enough to tip me over to the other version, the other fork. But as long as you don't mind that, you'll enjoy.
There's that gold.
Oh, you're a Caves of Cut enjoyer. Cool. Well, thanks for coming by.
You're in the right place, my friend.
Yeah. So you found me because I am Snapped Jaw, or should I remember? I'm sorry. I sometimes just do not remember the context in which I met people. I really appreciate you coming though.
There's a lot of people in the world.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have a barrel full of salt in case you end up with a stack of bushmeat or something.
Unlikely, given my location, but I didn't check its trace amounts of native gold, but still, it's giving me an excuse to like tunnel around something rather than blindly through the rock.
I can make onion soup and onion pies now. We have the power.
The onion power.
What kind of bushes make meat?
The kind that raccoons live in.
Bush meat bush.
Again, that feels very, very Homestar Runnery.
Bush
The
meat
meat bush.
Yeah, it does. I know.
Grandma
Well,
had
you know,
one in her front yard.
I know my influences. Should I make onion pie?
I mean, isn't that basically a pierogi?
I mean, not really. An onion tart is like, you know, crusty and open, and pierogi is dumpling dough. I feel like there's a distinction, but you know,
Yeah. I mean,
I do like any. I do love every like onion pastry that I can think of. So, is there?
You know
Where's the wine? I'm gonna drink from the bucket of wine.
Do you know what you call it when you're making two baked goods at once? Two
What?
baked goods at once. Dough wielding.
Cool.
Dough
Cool.
wielding.
Dough wielding. Oh, I see. Whoa. Oh, that's juice, right. I'm like, why am I not tipsy? Because that was a bucket of juice. It's fine. I was gonna grab some limestone to take upstairs and put in. I use more copper bars. Right, I was gonna make shoot segments. Okay, I've finally remembered what I was going to do.
Comment, by the way, on like RPG familiars. You know, half the point of having a familiar is giving your GM a chance to make a silly animal noise.
Oh, hell yeah. Or create, like, a cartoonish side character to be funny as, which, frankly, GMs love.
I had like a little animated plant friend, not even a familiar, but I noticed like one of the source books for 5e, there was just a way to get a little animated plant friend. So my druid had one named Shrubbert.
Shrubbert?
Shrubbert, yeah, it's a little
Shrubbert. Got it. I like that.
And in game, I decided that like Shrubbert got really like inspired by our cleric's like actions and started emulating him with its own little like mace and shield.
That's so.
And eventually decided that when he summons Spirit Weapon, it's just Shrubbert floating there bashing things.
Nice work if you can get it. I love that. That's a great concept.
Yeah, Dougie's old hat at RPG, so he just kind of comes up with really good ideas. Not grognardy, just you know, the cool kind of old hat.
We don't like it. Old hat, but not old fedora.
Exactly. I still think of that Undertale thing of like in a dump, that trash can full of fedoras. Still trace amounts of native golden quartz. Probably not gonna find it. We'll see. I'm sort of working my way like out because it's not gonna be easy extracting myself. In fact, let's just start going up. I have so much andesite in my pocket.
Thought you were happy to see me. I don't know
Empty
what
out my
this joke
pocket.
means. I don't
Just
know.
when the rocks come pouring out, they don't stop pouring out.
Oh yeah, like the suitcase meme. Oops. It's alright.
Hellraiser voice, I have such andesites to show you.
I have such andesite.
Kind of like one of my favorite thing about like old like schlocky horror movie fans is how much they root for like the killer.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit actually.
Especially slasher fans specifically.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of almost the point of like the slasher. Some sort of catharsis.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah, when the protagonists are usually unlikable assholes, you know, you're setting them up.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. You are telling the audience, I intend to make this satisfying. You're saying, I'm gonna kill these people and you're gonna fucking love it.
And the people watching are nodding their heads. You're for the xenomorph and aliens. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like it going against Wayland Yutani primarily. I mean, that's a main component of Aliens, is that scientists and corporate were playing with forces they really shouldn't have been playing with.
Mm-hmm. For profit.
An extension of the slasher genre.
Yes. More sophisticated.
Kind of thinking of,
roll.
there was like some comic for like Hellraiser where like a girl was forced to summon
Oh.
the bad guys, and they actually sat down and said and like talked to her and realized this girl's being abused and went after the person who made her summon them.
Interesting.
Yeah, it actually like sympathetic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, all of the huge Hellraiser fans that I know are like women. It is not a societally I don't know, endorsing. I'm out of words because I'm sleepy face.
Yeah, we should wrap it up soon.
That's a good point.
In that case, it's time for your bit.
It is true. I gotta do it for the
That is
bit.
mega.
Do it for the bit.
Depending on like the day and how I'm feeling, I might like join you. I won't be streaming, but I I can still hang out with you in chat or whatever. For other times you're doing this world.
Okay, that
Kinda
sounds
enjoyed
cool.
Just being
Yeah.
a helper, Groblin.
Yeah, no pressure to be on stream, just, play.
Yeah. Casual
Like,
support. It's nice.
Kay actually frequently does play in this world by herself, just to do things that would be repetitive or really boring to watch on stream. Not that I don't sometimes do those things anyway, but still. Yeah, that's totally a thing.
I get to kind of have that like mindless gathering thing we were doing in
Yeah.
previous worlds. We're doing, which
Yeah,
is nice.
it's nice. It's nice to do sometime.
And I got 2 rich chunks of native golden quartz.
I appreciate that. That is a helper thing to have done.
Still didn't find that iron, but I knew it's rough geological.
Yeah, we've
living
got
situation.
the lead, which is more than I had before. So
Yeah.
I think
I'm definitely not
it's,
going to be
good stuff.
just digging randomly next time, though. I think I'm going to be looking for caves.
Yeah, I'll take a look too, see if I can find anything besides that pit had some pretty good shit in it, including a lead on some gold, so I definitely
Hell
want to
yeah.
go back.
Good shit, pit.
Good shit pit. I don't like the way that sounds. I don't know why, but I don't like it. Too evocative.
That's a thing a bunch of teenagers would see on a road map and get really excited about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It does, it sounds like where your indie rock band would play, you know?
Oh yeah, it does sound like a dive bar.
Shit pit, yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And thank you for playing, Doobh.
And thank you for inviting me to your wonderful little home.
You betcha.
Away from home.
Happy to host, and it was good to have the excuse to finally put up those signs, so it's a little more navigable in here. And you have a good evening, okay?
You too.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Gra.
Hello, audience. You can actually see my local time in the corner there, the upper right-hand corner. It is almost 8 p.m. my time. I'm on the east coast of the United States, so. And yeah, no, Aliens is really good series all in all. Although, yeah, it does drop off a little after Alien 3. Oh wait, there's 2 more. So yeah, I'm gonna finish forging these real quick, because I want to do that before I log off. But this is me starting the wrap-up process. But yeah, this is like, you know, I've got to let my my voice actor / voice haver get some food, and also take care of the dog, who has his evening routine that he deserves to have. But you know, it's a Friday. It's also still dreary out, so that he's probably not going to be in a huge hurry. But regardless, it's just about time for me to trundle, so I'm gonna build this little pipe section here, and then I'm gonna take my leave of you. The likelihood that I stream sometime this weekend is decent. To know which day, honest to goodness. So if you follow me and you hit the little bell icon, you'll know when I go live. So go on that. That's a weird way to end that sentence. So jot that down. That's better. Love to make little sections of type. Didge has apparently made so many of these that it's like second nature to live and drink, 3 birdie. Live and drink, all y'all. I'll go see if there's somebody that I can raid. Right. Okay. Oh, somebody new has fallen into the oubliette. Love it when they fall into the oubliette. All right. Who is still streaming? Oh, folks are playing Armored Core. Oh, I think that V's or Vice visited me one time. So let's go Sorry. I'll stop muttering to myself and just figure this out. Oh, a VTuber. Oh, a VTuber. Let's go say hi. Give a good gra.